Hello. Hello.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. I think 2 instrument it was open nearby.
Yes, sir.
Just close it. So my audio is okay. Just I'm testing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you. I will join once you are ready. Okay.
Good afternoon, Jelani, sir. Good afternoon, Jelani, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Rama garu.
Sir,
Just I'm unmuting my mic.
yes, sir. We are just starting in 2 minutes, sir.
No problem. No problem.
Good afternoon, respected Secretary, ma'am.
Now, these faculty mostly from internal or from other colleges also?
So we have faculty members across 20 states from Pan-India.
Oh, good. Good.
From 20 states, we have around 285 participants from various fields of academia. Because the topic is as such that we are talking about Industry 4.0, which is equally applicable in all the areas.
Yes.
So we have a very good faculty members coming from various areas and from various states across.
And most of them are from management subject background.
They're all from AICTE approved institutions, sir. They are from
Right.
management, pharmacy, engineering. We have all disciplines here because it's a general topic. We have not been very specific to one core field. As it's a general topic, we are fortunate enough to have faculty members from various streams joining our program, this 6-day program.
Any outside the country faculty?
This is strictly only for AICTE institutions only.
Right.
So we had a couple of queries from Nepal. I personally got a query from Nepal and also from Sri Lanka. But then it was forbidden. The link was forbidden for them. And that's what the participants were asking. So I had to tell them that basically this is only for AICTE approved institutions. So I think it is forbidden for outside the country. So with your permission, maybe now start the inaugural.
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm ready.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Aditi Devo Bhava. A very good afternoon to the dignitaries present over here. Our chief guest of today's inaugural program, Professor S. Jilani, sir. Our guest of honor, Rajeshri Garu, and dignitaries, professors, associate professors, assistant professors, research scholars, and industry personnel from various industries. I, NSL Praveena, the co-coordinator of today's ATAL FDP hosted by Rishi UBR Women's College, invite one and all for this 6 days ATAL FDP online program on upskilling faculty for future-ready education in Industry 4.0. With immense pleasure and pride, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to AICTE Training and Learning ATAL Academy for granting us this wonderful opportunity to host this prestigious FDP. We are deeply honored to be a part of a nationwide initiative that emphasizes continuous learning, skill enhancement, and academic excellence among the faculty members. This program brings together a diverse group of academicians, researchers, and professionals from across the country, united by a shared commitment to knowledge and innovation. Over the next 6 days, we will engage in insightful sessions, interactive discussions, and learning that is guided by distinguished resource people from academia and industry. At Rishi UBR Women's College, our mission has always been to empower women through quality education and holistic development. Hosting this FDP aligns perfectly with our vision and to contribute meaningfully to the academic ecosystem and foster a culture of lifelong learning. We are privileged to have esteemed dignitaries today with us, Professor S. Jilani, sir, and Rajeshri Garu. I welcome one and all for today's FDP inaugural. I now hand it over the session to the coordinator of today's program, Dr. M. Ramagar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So welcome one and all for this fantastic learning journey, which we are going to have throughout 6 days. And now we will have a brief introduction about why we chose Industry 4.0, a brief about the FDP. As we are all aware, this FDP is for 6 days from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. daily. There would be 2 sessions, 1.5 hour session each. And we have put it in the afternoon so that before the work timings only it will be done. We are thankful to ASCT to giving us that permission to hold this particular FDP, to hold this FDP during these timings. Why we chose Industry 4.0? Well, we chose Industry 4.0 because that's the buzzword, and we as faculty members representing the academia needs to know about it. So I, Dr. M. Rama, coordinator for this particular FDP, welcome you all. It's my pleasure. And I welcome you all for this interesting session on Industry 4.0. The various topics in the session throughout the 6 days have been crafted very carefully, taking into consideration the pillars of Industry 4.0 and those which are relevant to the faculty members. I believe that we, the faculty members, have to be aligned with the current industry terms and to the research and academia also. It is not just academia, but we are also the pillars for the research. So multidisciplinary research is another buzzword now with the NEP coming into vogue, and we have to take care of both academia and interdisciplinary research. Now, this Industry 4.0 represents, it's not just a buzzword which is ringing out everywhere, but then it represents a paradigm shift in basically the way the industry is operating, collaborating, and characterizing and innovating. It is characterized by integration of cyber physical systems, IoT, artificial intelligence, big data, cloud computing, smart automation, and these all are being integrated into manufacturing and production processes. We have already witnessed 3 industrial revolutions which have been there, and we are on the verge of entering into 4th. We've already entered, and now it is our tradition to basically delve into it and weave ourselves into this fabric of Industry 4.0. Previous industrial revolutions, if we see Industry 1.0 mainly focused on mechanization, Industry 2.0 was on mass production, and Industry 3.0 basically was characterized by computers and automation. Now, this Industry 4.0 is basically we are witnessing a fusion of technologies. So this FDP also would delve into key concepts, tools, and various practices related or relevant to Industry 4.0. Let us all together now delve deeper into the insightful journey of this particular FDP. Thank you. Now, may I have the pleasure of introducing our esteemed chief guest of the day, Professor S. Jilani Garu. Professor Dr. S. Jilani Garu, MSc PhD from Pharma. He is basically has an experience of 33 years of experience in teaching, research, and administrative experience altogether. Sir is Professor cum Director at CDVL University of Hyderabad as Professor cum Director in Distance Education. It is our honor, sir, that you are here with us today for the inaugural of this particular FDP session. Who other than you, who is heading the Center for Distance and Virtual Learning, can be the apt person to talk about all these matters. Thank you so much, wholeheartedly. Sir had been Professor of Honors in the Mahatma Gandhi Research Institute for Social Sciences in Domalgooda, Hyderabad. Sir was Visiting Professor for Asha Institute of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad. Sir has been Controller of Examinations in the MANUU Central Government University, Hyderabad. He's been in charge registrar in absence of the regular registrar for MANUU Central University, Hyderabad. Sir had been the Vice Chancellor for ICFI University, Raipur, appointed by the Governor of Chhattisgarh State. Sir had been the Regional Head at UGC. Sir was also a project scientist at NSRA ISRO. Sir, as a scientist, worked in various important projects which had impact assessment on environment using the satellite-based data. Sir has given his postdoctoral research in the collection, conservation, and propagation of medicinal plants with the fellowship from CSIR Delhi with scale of pool officer equivalent to assistant professor funded by CSIR New Delhi. The research projects, various research projects have taken shape and have been implemented under Sir's guidance. Eight major research projects from NSRC, ISRO, Department of Space, to name a few, are the one prestigious projects which has been under him. The various projects also registered are 14 research patents in the development of sensors for the agriculture, soil detection, pharmacy, and other related areas. Sir had many research publications and conferences, naming a few, which of them are 57 research publications in national, international journals, and till date, Sir has delivered along 900 lectures in various institutions on various topics. Sir has worked in various high power committees and governing bodies. He has worked in several high power committees for reviewing the universities, UGC Observer for the selection of professors in the University of Telangana, UGC Committee Chairman for reviewing the construction of women's hostels in colleges under the Utkal University, Orissa State, Chairperson of the Committee for reviewing the academic and administrative functioning of Symbiosis University, Hyderabad, Chairperson of the Committee for reviewing the PG programs in the National Institute of Rural Development and PR, Government of India, Chairman in the academic governing bodies of Aurora Colleges, Ramantapur, Chairman of academic governing body Rishi Arts and Science Colleges, Kukatpalli, Academic Advisory Committee member in many universities like Tirupati, IGNO, JNTU, Hyderabad, Usmania, Kakatiya University, ICFI University, EFLU, Hyderabad, etc. Many, and the list goes on. Sir had basically total 8 research projects on environmental impact, as already told, and basically the satellite imagery in and around radius of 20 kilometers of NTPC in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Karnataka, and Uttar Pradesh to the PSLV had been reckoned, and that has been reported. It's indeed our pleasure, sir, to have you here. And coming to the awards and honors which sir have received, we are only naming a few, but there are so many endless things, his contributions to the society as professor in multidisciplinary areas as we are going through. Sir has recently won International Academia Excellence Award 2025 at Global Edu Conclave 2025 by International Institute of Organization Research and Green Thinkers in association with Western Sydney University, Australia, GIER, on various sustainable development goals. 4 sustainable development goals were addressed by this particular thing. Sir has also been a chief guest for the national conference conducted by Pondicherry University in 2025. Sir has got the Lifetime Achievement Award from the hands of AICTE Chief Coordinating Officer, New Delhi. Sir has also been awarded with Lifetime Fellow, member of Doxia Research University, New York, USA. Sir has got 14 research patents filed and awarded. He has won the Best Citizens Award from International Society, New Delhi 2010, received the most prestigious International Academic Excellence Award, which I was talking about, by Institute of Organized Research, which is registered MSME with the Ministry of Small, Micro and Medium Enterprises. Sir has won Best Research Paper Awards in Indian Science Conference held at Chennai in 1987. He has won also the Best Educationist Award from Montessori Educational Trust, many other education awards and NGO organizations to go on. Sir, we are fortunate enough to have you today for this inaugural session, where we are aptly talking about Industry 4.0, blending many technologies and talking about interdisciplinary research. Your profile is basically a true showcase, a true example how interdisciplinary research can foster growth, and your contributions to the society are immense. We welcome you to the inaugural and would request you to speak for a few minutes on this topic. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Rama, for giving very elaboration on the theme of the today's topic.
Sir, you're on mute, I suppose, sir, please.
Hello, am I audible?
It's audible now, sir. Thank you.
Okay, right. Thank you, Dr. Rama, for giving an elaborative illustrations and the information to the respected participants. And I especially thankful to today's chief guest, today's guest of honor, Dr. Rajeshwari ji, and the very dynamic faculty of this School of Management, that is the Management Department, Dr. Praveena, Dr. Rama, and all other colleagues, And my own, on behalf of the Rishi UBR Women's College, I welcome all the participants across the country who have joined the faculty development program, Industry Education Industry 4.0. Though it's a very interesting topic, but I will not take much time because I know it's 10 minutes has given. Within the 10 minutes, I will try to complete. What are the present challenges on the faculty, especially in the industry relevance? With my experience, I will just share to you whether it may be useful or not. Broadly, I will tell that about 2 minutes about the institutions, then 2 minutes about the what is the industry requirement, what is our customers requirement, and then what is the finally how the India is able to do in figuring in the international level with the faculty. Number one, first one is my association with the Rishi UBR Women's College. For the last 5 years, we have been trying to develop like anything. Recently, we got the NAC A grade, and that has facilitating us to become the autonomous college. And we are also having a long vision to move this institution. And we also have the Rishi College, Engineering College also, we are having that also received A grade under the dynamic leadership of the Rajeshri Madam ji and all the team efforts of the faculty, principal and administrator, everybody that have taken place role in reaching these highest standards and best quality standards. I wish many more to come such awards and to become a deemed university in future also. Now coming to this, what is the expectation? Broadly, presently, there are 11,000 degree awarding institutions, which include institutions of national importance, which include central universities around 56, and then which include the state universities, which include the state legislative private universities, and which includes the standalone centers. So there are 11,000 degree awarding institutions and almost 45,000 colleges are there. For a country like India, do you feel this number is small or it is a big or it is a sufficient? Whether it is a less or sufficient or we require more, having 11,000 degree awarding institution and we are having the 45,000 of colleges. The report says that the number is less, but the figures are different when compared to what is happening this. Because you have seen in the higher education, because all of the faculty brought from the various faculty, though the discipline is varied, but they're all higher education institution, pharmacy, agriculture institution, engineering institution, management institution, arts and science institution, all comes under higher education. Since my predecessor had told that I worked in the UGC also as a regional head, I got much experience in visiting to the colleges in Southern Zone. I was UGC regional secretary for the Southern Zone. I was also in the Bangalore, and even sometime I was also in Maharashtra, in Pune, also regional office. So with my experience, what I feel it is this 11,000 and 45,000, the Knowledge Commission has given a report. The first recommendation being a faculty, I think you can catch up all those points easily. The first National Commission came, Dr. Radhakrishnan Committee, 1948-49. Then it comes to the Mudaliar Commission. Then it comes to the Kothari Commissions, 10 plus through very, very big organization, big committee recommendation. Even today we are remembering Kothari. Now it comes to the Professor Yashpal Committee, then National Knowledge Commission, Sam Petroda. Then now finally Dr. Kasturi Rangan, whom I worked under him under ISRO, the recommendation called National Education Policy 2020. Why these so many committees and what are their recommendation? What is the faculty? What is our responsibility? Whether we are able to fulfilling the ambitions of the students who is our customer, that is a more significance here. But the figure says that number one, the higher education enrollment is hardly, that means 28.4%, 28 people out of 100, only 28 students are coming for higher education, maybe agricultural, maybe management, maybe engineering, whatever it is, maybe. Averagely, that is called gross enrollment ratio. Across the country, it is 28%. And why we are unable to build up a confidence among the other 73%? That was a question I was feeling when that. So when Sam Petroda recommendation, National Knowledge Commission recommended India need 1500 universities in 2012 only, it said. Even that time 700 university, we thought really we need this number, big number of institution, 1500 universities, but the real figure is different. Many of the state governments, half the seats are going vacant. Engineering colleges, seats are going vacant. Arts and science colleges, seats are going vacant. So what is the expectation of our customer? That is more important for a faculty to devise a curriculum, to devise a syllabus, to devise this. So quickly, I am completing this. I developed a pro forma for 4 states of the colleges. Then we sent to all these colleges by getting this information on 10 aspects, whether student wants good faculty, primarily good infrastructure, or good support, or good placement, are the good laboratories, good infrastructure. All these 10 criteria, we sent it to the nearly 2000 students. 90% of the students have selected majoritarily 2 points. One is the student said we are ready to invest money, but not the time. When they are investing time of 4 years, they want what is guarantee. So they don't want to lose that 4 years or 5 years are putting in their professional course. They are again coming into the market searching for a job. So our curriculum should be relevant to that, to satisfy him. Only few courses are able to catch it. For example, computer science, earlier it was not there, only electronics. Now computer science is taking role. So students' expectations are changing depending upon the placements and careers. So the devising of this syllabus according to the needs of the society, needs of the industry is a very, very important. Usually what is happening in this institution is I am designing a course and asking the student to pursue. But by the time after complete the course, when he is going to industry, they are saying, no, this is not in our syllabus. We cannot appoint you because this is a different syllabus. So that means we are unable to design the program according to the needs of the industry. That's why now I started working in this Hyderabad Central University as a director. We are calling the industry, you tell us your requirement, I will design my curriculum. But you may have doubt that, sir, there is a customized procedure, yes, but I said some add-on programs you can add it. Wherever it is not possible to devise the curriculum, you add on to this value-based program, credit-based programs. NEP is facilitating you to give this credits. So add the 4 weeks program, 6 months program, 3 months program, 1 year program, add on to their normal degree so that he can able to skilling, upskilling and reskilling. And that skilling part we can able to do the match to the industry. Then definitely I think if I announce a course to any student that once you complete 1 year program, you are going to get a package of so and so and get a job, means they will not see into any fees. Straight away they said that, sir, can I get an appointment letter at the time of admission? Yes, I am going to give an offer letter at the time of admission. And once you complete the program and go and join, then you can able to imagine how much demand for that program. So that way you can have to design the program to the needs. I think definitely NEP has fixed a target by 2035, 50% of the GR to be raised. Same quality standards they are giving. Grading is very much required. NAC gradings, NAC A, B, C, D degree gradings are there. One has to aspire for the A grade or A plus grade, so that they can able to get the many benefits from the higher education and institution like UGC and AICT, and also getting projects also will make it. But management cannot get the A grade just because of their application. They have to depend upon the faculty, their research, because this NAC guideline 1000 marks will be there. They will be segregated 150 marks for the teaching learning evaluation, research 200 marks, and then comes to the infrastructure facilities, research facilities, then the administration. All these criteria, 7 criteria, they have been distributed uniformly, we are able to do. So keeping in this all parameters into this, we need to figure our institution one of the best teaching, learning and research oriented. Research also, just now we are I was able to looking the statistics why Indian universities are not placing in the top 100 ranking of the QS rankings. So we'll say we are top ranking number 1, number 2, number 3. But internationally, we are unable to figure in the top 150 ranks also. Whereas small countries, they are figuring. Why? Because research. We are quantitatively very good. But qualitatively, in publication of the research in the reputed journals, we are unable to publish. At the same time, we are unable to fulfill the ambitions of the student because expectation of the students are different and what we are teaching is different. And expectation of the industry is different. So unless and until a teacher and industry and the students is come together and come to a sort of understanding that this is the requirement of the curriculum for designing this next course, it will helps them to increase the more and more enrollment, not only in the colleges, not only in the society, not in the national level, the enrollment easily increased by 2035, 20.4% to 50%. But finally, I think this is only in a broad perspective. We have to work on the qualitative way, the quantitative way, work it out, use the various mechanism, tools are there, various technological tools. Yesterday, now I am preparing an expert committee member for a Telangana Education Commission. We are designing how best we can reach the unreached areas where the students cannot afford to come to the colleges. So we are making use of the AI strategies with the best quality standards, best virtual labs. Today we had an industry meeting. They said that they are going to create internship, they are going to create apprenticeship at the time of learning, and then they can able to go for the placement. This is what the 10-point figure when we sent to the student, they said we want learn while you earn one, and other is they want guaranteed career. So they should be feel that at the time of learning, they should be getting apprenticeship and placement also. Even if they get stifled payment also from the industry, that will be add on to the manpower to the industry, not only from the work point of view, but at the same time, student will be getting benefits. So with this, I think I will stop here and give to this you more. It should be interactive. Come out with your ideas, come out with your questions, come out with your suggestions in this one-day workshops on this industry linkage, industry for education in the faculty development program in the education, cope up to this education in the industry 4.0. How best we can able to satisfy the needs of our customer, that is the students, in attracting the large number of students, in creating a large number of the employments, placements, career build-up, all these aspects we can able to ask. And if any doubts are there, definitely at the time of validatory function, definitely we will help you what are the how best to generate a short duration program, 10 credits, 4 credits, or 40 credits program, what is the credit framework, all those details, what is the expectation of the NEP, we can able to clarify provided if you have any doubts. But I always enjoyed the remote sensing technology using from various as an interdisciplinary way, educational aspects and the technology aspects, and also in the wet lab aspects also we are able to do it. So I think interdisciplinary is a very broad area, one able to touch it, where we have competed with IITs people, and we can able to develop a good project so then the development takes place. So with this, I once again congratulate Dr. Rama Garu, Dr. Praveena Garu, and entire his department and faculty and college, and Dr. Shri Rajeshri Madam Garu, Secretary Correspondent. I wish you that this workshop, this national workshop will be very much useful for the benefit, not only getting the good questions, but also good suggestions from you all. All the best to faculty and the organizers. Thank you, Ramaji. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And as you rightly pointed out, though we see the gross enrollment ratios are increasing, but it's still not sufficient for a country like India, which is very fast with so much of population. And we have taken into account what you said is absolutely right, that yes, interdisciplinary research is the need of the hour, and experts like you should be our guiding factors, mentors for us to take us further and take lead. We will rightly take your suggestions, sir, and thank you so much for enlightening us on various important aspects. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Praveena ma'am to introduce our guest of honor.
It's indeed my privilege to invite our guest of honor, Rajeshri Garu, the Secretary Correspondent of Rishi Group of Institutions. She is the symbol for simple living and high thinking. Ma'am has established this group of institutions in the year 1991 and has been a great pillar to achieve NAC A accreditation for the institution. Ma'am has attained Vikas Ratna Gold Medal Award. Ma'am has been featured in Academic Insights under 20 Pragmatic Women in Education in India. Ma'am is also a producer of educational content under Mana TV. Ma'am has received Bharat Nari Award during Women's Day celebrations. Ma'am also has achieved Lifetime Achievement Award from Bharat Education Excellence Institution. Ma'am, we are honored to have you as guest of honor for today's inaugural program. We request you to give your best wishes for great conduct of this FDP.
Good afternoon to all of you. Respected Jilani sir, Praveena madam, Rama madam, and Chandrasekhar sir. I have to congratulate you for making this program very successfully, because this is your effort actually. From getting a program, FDP program from AICT Training and Learning Academy is very difficult. On merits, you got this program, and I have to congratulate you, and I have to say best wishes for all of you and your dynamic team and MBA department and entire UBR department is very concerned in this, and involvement is very much there. And this FDP will be very successful, I hope. And Jilani sir is behind all of our efforts. And I have to thank on behalf of the management and faculty and entire college. Thank you so much, sir, for your continued support in each and every aspect of our, our achievements and even efforts also. And your support is always there with us. Because of you, we have achieved so many things in our college. And I hope this comprehensive FDP will be giving a good exposure on emerging technologies along with the academics. And the learning is a continuous process for the faculty members, because without it is mandatory to upgrade knowledge in teaching field, because without upgrading, you cannot survive in the teaching field, because you have to make the relevance between the academics and industry for the sake of the students. And they have bring relevance between the academics is very much interesting and important to make the technology to link with the technology and the academics. And the rapid changes in 4.0 industrial revolution is emerging technologies is very obvious. There is technological advancement in robotics and cyber security and Internet of Things and blockchain technology, especially AML is ruling every sector, including medical field also. And hope the intellectual speakers will give good updates and inputs to all the participants participating in the this FTP. And this will be a successful event for all of us. And I have to say thanks to Chandrasekhar sir, Rama madam, and Praveena madam, and entire team. All the best for you. Have a good learning experience for all of you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I now take a moment in introducing the speakers of the 6 days online ATAL FDP program on upskilling faculty for future-ready education in Industry 4.0. We have Professor R. Chandrasekhar Garu, Senior Professor in Department of Business Management, Rishi UBR Women's College. Professor Sai Nandeshwar Garu, who is working as an Associate General Manager in Dr. Reddy Labs. Mr. C.H. Vijay Sarathi Garu, who is Principal Software Engineer in Microsoft. We have Mr. Sai Satish Garu, who is CEO of Indian Servers Private Limited. Mr. C.H. Ravikiran Garu, who is leading software engineer in Cisco. Professor Chetan Srivastava Sir, Professor in School of Management Studies, University of Hyderabad. We have Dr. Radhika Meenakshi Ma'am, a profound professor in entrepreneurship founder of Wise Old Consulting, Dr. Nutalpati Kishore Garu, the CFO and director of Became Infrastructure Projects Private Limited. We have two resource people from foreign universities, Dr. K. Srinivas Garu, Associate Professor in Skyline University, Nigeria, and Dr. Taramul KG Ma'am, Associate Professor in Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Dubai.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that brief of the resource persons whom we are going to learn so much in the coming 6 days. Now we would like to give some important instructions to the participants. The first very instruction, we request all the participants to please enter into the Zoom meeting with the registered name so that it will be easy for us to track the attendance. It's a sincere request from the organizing team of the FDP. Please do enter into Zoom meeting, whichever it is, with your registered name, the name with which you registered, which will be easy for us to track your attendance. Second important thing is mandatory attendance is mandatory for all the sessions, and until and unless you have 80% attendance, certificate will not be generated. That is the AICTE guideline. So may I repeat, the second important instruction is 80% attendance is mandatory for generating the certificate or getting the certificate. We would be posting an attendance form in between the sessions for each session separately. Now, the attendance forms will not be posted in the WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp group will facilitate for any queries and for the Zoom meeting links or posters or invites and all such things. But the attendance form will only be floated here in the Zoom meeting. I request all the eminent participants to please give your attendance through the form here. Other than that, we are also noting the attendance through the Zoom meetings here. Next important instruction is that please, we will be sharing a feedback link for each session individually, and that also will be shared only in the Zoom meeting link. So you will have to fill the feedback form, and on successfully filling the sessions, all the sessions feedback forms, AICTE will also ask you to get into your login at the end of the program to fill another feedback link on their portal. Now, once that is also filled, then you will be eligible for certificates. So all the individual sessions feedback links and another feedback link on the AICTE portal with your login has to be also filled at the end of the program on 13th September after all the sessions are done. So feedback is very, very important to be filled, and those links will also be given only in the Zoom meeting links. Please do not ask us for the links in the WhatsApp groups. We will be able to facilitate any other queries there. At the end of the session, after 6 days, on 13th, we would have an online test. And once the participants clear that test, then you will be able to generate a certificate from the ATAL portal. ATAL only will be awarding the certificate to you, but then 80% attendance, 70% minimum score in the online test is mandatory. So 70% minimum score in the online test, 80% attendance is very, very important. Please ensure that you have a stable internet connection so that you have all the sessions uninterruptedly. I request all the participants to be interactive and post your questions. Any questions you have, you can post your questions in the chat box. We will try to facilitate with the speaker and get your queries cleared. We will definitely share the PPTs and put it on the YouTube also as per the ATAL guidelines. ATAL mandates us to give all the PPTs and share it in the YouTube links also. We will facilitate that also. Thank you so much. These are the important instructions for the participants according to the ATAL guidelines, and you're all aware we are taking Zoom links to go through all these meetings. Thank you so much. We welcome Dr. Nutalpati Kishore sir, one of our esteemed speakers, CFO and Director, Become Infra Projects Private Limited. We recognize your presence, sir, and we are very happy that you are with us for this inaugural session and the coming session also. May I now have the privilege of proposing vote of thanks for the inaugural session. First, I would like to thank God for giving us this opportunity, giving us this good day. We understand what is happening in various areas of India. Some areas are flooded. There are rampant floods and downslides, and many things happening, cloudbursts and all. We always pray that our brothers and sisters in every nook and corner of the country stay safe and stay happy. But in spite of this, if this day has come where we are able to successfully host this particular program, we thank God. Next, we would like to thank AICTE ATAL for providing us this opportunity by approving for the 6-day online FDP to be hosted by us on the interesting topic on the thrust area of industry 4.2. Next, we would like to thank our Secretary, ma'am, guest of honor for today, for always being there at our back end and saying, please go ahead with whatever is good. Your guidance and support is of immense blessing to us, ma'am. Thank you so much for always being there with us. We would also like to thank our Academic Director, Madhavi, ma'am, for always being there with us and guiding us in the right direction. We would like to thank our esteemed chief guest of the day, Professor S. Jilani, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Within a short notice, and in spite of, I understand today morning you were in an important meeting. In spite of that, you just said that, yes, I would be, I would love to be with the faculty members who are guiding the youth, and I will definitely join taking a break from the meeting. We understand you always have busy schedules, and in spite of that, you agreed to be there. We are really honored to have such a distinguished personality among us today as an inaugural chief guest. We wholeheartedly thank you, sir, for being there with us. We would like to thank all the speakers who have given their approval for this wonderful 6-day learning sessions. Approximately 10 speakers we would have, from where 2 speakers are from out of country, foreign universities. So from foreign countries, we would like to thank each one of them for making this possible, because crafting it and then bringing it to implementation is a very, very big thing. We do understand that. We would like to thank the whole Department of Business Management who are with us while crafting this particular program and reaching out to various faculty members. We would like to thank the department. We would also like to thank our sister concern and other all departments of our colleges who have been with us and motivating us to do the successful completion or initiation and then successfully complete it. We would like to thank our the technical team who is this behind, happening the whole program and behind this particular successful implementation of it, because we do understand that going online is a matter of technicality where all the technical aspects have to be understood. We really think that there is no glare from our side and everything is clear enough, and we will also try to have the same way throughout the 6 days. So I would like to thank our technical team, Ram Krishna sir and Azhar Bhai, who have been with us in making this successful. It is not in the last that I'm doing, but I would really like to thank all our distinguished participants, esteemed participants from various institutes, from various states, Rajasthan, Punjab. We see a number of states, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, not to mention a few, but there are many states, and we are really thankful for all the participants who have come from various classes and have the instilled that confidence on us that this topic is good and we are here to take it up. So thank you all, dear participants. We thank all the managements of those respective colleges from where the participants are taking place, because we have the NOC upload. The managements have also given that permission to the faculty to take up this particular training. We would like to thank them also. We would like to thank one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ramagaru. We'll take a leave. I think you will continue with the technical sessions. All right.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our secretary, ma'am, for joining us and being for this inaugural. We understand you have many important assignments, but in spite of that, you always make it a point to be there with us whenever such wonderful programs are happening, and give your helping hand and give your best wishes to us. Thank you so much wholeheartedly for being there with us for this inaugural. With your permission, ma'am, secretary, ma'am, now we may start our first session.
All the best, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
All the
much.
best to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good learning experience.
Thank you, ma'am. We would now request our Nilima ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Management, to introduce the first speaker of the day, Professor R. Chandrasekhar Garu, Department of Business Management, Rishi UBR Women's College, a very senior professor with us. It's our pleasure that sir is a part of our department and is a guiding factor, mentor for all of us. Nilima ma'am, over to you now.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ms. Nilima Barmota, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Management. It is a great pride for me to welcome and introduce our speaker today, Dr. R. Chandrasekhar sir, who has kindly consented to be with us today. Sir is currently serving as professor at Rishi UBR Women's College, Hyderabad, has an impressive background with many achievements with over 25 years of teaching experience in the domains of finance, human resource management, and accounting. Sir is the rare combination of academic credentials and professional fellowships. Dr. R. Chandrasekhar sir holds multiple PG degrees and is a fellow member of both the Institute of Cost and Management Accountants of India and the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. He is also a PhD holder in management and with research contributions in interdisciplinary area. Sir is having key roles and contributions are, Sir has a former chairperson, CMA Hyderabad, chapter 2017 and 18, led professional initiatives and academic engagements. Sir has previously worked as a professor in Aurora Groups of Institution for 23 years. Sir is a faculty for CMA inter and final sessions organized by ICMAI, New Delhi, Vijayawada, and Hyderabad chapters. Sir is a resource person for CBSE schools, Hyderabad, promoting financial and legal literacy. Sir is the faculty for PhD programs in law and management discipline. He was also a speaker at FDPs across premier MBA institutions, delivering lectures on finance, GST-related topics. Sir has addressed multiple forums of CMA, CS, and MBA students, fostering professional development and at professional development programs organized by CMA Vijayawada chapter and CMA Hyderabad chapter and other regional bodies. Sir has also presented papers and participated in several international seminars and conferences. He also published research articles in reputed national and international journals, contributing to academia and industry. Sir is expertise in financial management, cost and management accounting, human resource management, labor laws, and corporate laws, strategic management, business ethics, and corporate governance and taxation. Sir is a person of great knowledge and inspiration who strongly believes in blending academic theory and industry practice, preparing students and professionals to meet contemporary challenges in a dynamic global environment. Sir has guided and mentored countless students and mentored countless from you, sir. We please welcome Dr. R. Chandrasekhar sir, whose insight today will enlighten us and add immense value to this session. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Madam Nilima, Madam, for introduction. Thank you, Nilima, Madam, for your wonderful introduction about me. Thank you, one and all. It is my indeed pleasure to handle the session. My session is on Industry 4.0, Introduction to Industry 4.0. So the opportunity given by AICTE, approved by AICTE, and the opportunity given by our Secretary Madam, Rajeshri Madam, and the convener and co-convener, Rama Madam and Praveena Madam. As a speaker for this session, it's my pleasure to continue the session. So, the topic given to me is Introduction Industry 4.0. So we are all aware that this faculty development program, the objective Screen.
A minute, sir. I'm sharing the PPT.
To screen button.
Yes, sir.
The main objective of this FDP for taking this especially topic is aims to achieve the faculty development program. This has been designed to align with academia with the rapid pace of technological changes under Industry 4.0. As we are all the faculty members, we are not just teachers, but also mentors, researchers, knowledge translators. The main objective of this FTB intended to prepare the multifaceted roles. The number one important intention is enhance awareness of Industry 4.0. What is this enhance? What is the intention of awareness of Industry 4.0? It encompasses AI, IoT, blockchain, robotics, cloud computing, and big data analytics. Many faculties are familiar with this individually, but the integrated impact is what we aim to strengthen. If we take example, universities in Germany and Singapore have reshaped curricula to introduce students to cyber physical systems and smart factories. India too is moving in this direction under Digital India and Make in India initiatives. The second part of this main part of the program is bridge the gap between academia and industry practices. Industry, a recurring criticism is that curricula often lag behind industry needs. We are lacking somewhat meeting the industry needs. The program seeks to expose faculty to real-world case studies, industry applications, and legal dimensions as they can better prepare students. Judicial reference in this aspect, I would put forth before you. There is a TMA Pi Foundation versus State of Karnataka in 2002. The Supreme Court recognized the autonomy of educational institution in designing curricular, implying that academia has a duty to be responsive to societal and industrial change. So there was a familiar case, real world case, which was before us. That is a TMA Pi Foundation versus State of Karnataka 2002. The third part of this program is empower faculty to mentor innovation and entrepreneurship. Faculty must be innovation enablers by guiding students to research, patents, and startups. National Education Policy, that NEP 2020, emphasizes incubation cells, innovation labs, interdisciplinary research. With Industry 4.0, students will require guidance not only in theory, but also in creating solutions that will address real industrial and social challenges. The fourth aspect is we have to develop a research aptitude in emerging domains. Research is a bridging knowledge and application. Faculty members are expected to explore AI ethics, digital evidence laws, IoT security, blockchain in governance, etc. There was a case in point, Shreya Singhal versus Union of India in 2015. The Supreme Court struck down Section 66A of the IT Act, stressing the importance of balancing technology and rights. A reminder that research in emerging domains must remain legally and ethically conscious. We should be ethically conscious and legally conscious. In short, the objectives of the FDP are not limited to learning about technologies, but about equipping ourselves as educators to lead innovation, mentor entrepreneurship, conduct meaningful research. With this foundation, I will step forward further speech of this particular session. So, when we talk about evolution of industry revolutions, one industrial revolution once talks about steam and mechanization, which was in 18th century. Industrial revolution 2 talks about electricity assembly lines, 19th century. 3 talks about IT and automation, 20th century. 4 talks about cyber physical systems and AI in 21st century. What is this mechanization, steam and mechanization in 18th century? It was transformed agrarian societies into industrial ones. Social impact. What is the social impact in this industrial revolution? Movement from rural to urban centers. What is the legal backdrop? Legal backdrop in this particular revolution was this era sparked the Factories Act in England, which were early labor laws regulating working conditions. This is showing how industrial growth is influencing the lawmaking. Industry 2, which is having influencing in the 19th century, the second revolution was driven by electricity, steel, and mass production techniques. The assembly line of production was pioneered in this particular revolution. Henry Ford revolutionized automobile manufacturing. Industries expanded globally. In this particular revolution, they were identified Factories Act of 1881, which was main importance was given to the labor rights and trade unions. The beginning of regulating industrial working conditions under colonial rule, this Factories Act has given importance of 1881, right? Industry 3 has provided the IT and automation 20th century. The third revolution emerged in mid-20th century. Computers, electronics, and automation was the main importance role was played by this important computers, electronics, and automation. Manufacturing became digitized. It enabled precision and efficiency. If you take a practical example, robotics in automotive industries, introduction to PLCs, that is programmable logic controllers. What is the legal backdrop in particular revolution industry 3? There is the rise of IT laws. So that's why we have seen information technology in 2000 signified the shift towards the regulating the digital economy. So digital economy era started in 2000, that is Information Technology Act 2000, right? So industry 4.0, now we are in present situation, that is cyber physical systems and AI 21st century. This cyber physical systems has given importance to IoT, artificial intelligence, robotics, big data, blockchain, and cloud computing. Factories are becoming smart and interconnected. Machines commensurate with each other. Humans within meantime, real-time scenario. It is not just about automation, but about autonomous decisions making systems powered with AI. So we are under AI century. What is the backdrop of legal issues of data protection? Here we question about what is the data protection part and how we cyber crimes are increasing. Digital evidence, AI liability are now critical. So government is concentrating on that. In that way, in the way of journey of AI, government has introduced Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 is a landmark act which was made to address all the challenges which we are going to face in AI. That is the main part of Industry 4.0. Coming to when we define Industry 4.0, the 3I is driven by Industry 4.0 is driven by IoT, AI, robotics and big data, smart factories and connected enterprises, then enables innovation and customization, transforms skills and jobs. So what is the main purpose of this when we define Industry 4.0? There are four important parts here. One is fusion of physical, digital, biological systems. What is this fusion of physical, digital and biological system is? What is the meaning of Industry 4.0 is not just an improvement in manufacturing. It is a convergence of three domains. One domain is physical systems. Second domain is digital systems. Third domain is biological systems. One is physical system means here we are having previously in industrial revolutions, machinery, robotics, manufacturing infrastructure is there. But digital systems provides data analytics, artificial intelligence, software-driven processes. But biological system is biotechnology, which was already there in healthcare innovation, human-machine interaction, etc. The fusion creates cyber physical ecosystems where machines are humans that are connected with the real time. So humans are connected with the real time. Example, when we talk about practical examples, smart prosthetics, biosensors that integrate biology with AI-driven analytics. So the second part is driven by IoT, AI, robotics and big data. IoT, most of us knows about IoT. What is this IoT? IoT connects devices, sensors and machines for seamless communication. Artificial intelligence enables automation, autonomous decision making and predictive analytics. What is this robotics? Robotics enhances precision, speed and reduces human error. Big data analytics provides insights through massive data sets, fueling smarter strategies. Generally, when we talk about enable smart and factories, connected enterprises, here one of the important thing is example, when we a smart factory, what is meant by smart factory? We are talking about smart factory. What is the meaning of smart factory? Where machines, humans and systems are interconnected. Three parts are interconnected. One is human, machines and systems are interconnected to optimize. What is the main purpose of this smart factories? To optimize production in real time. The example of predictive maintenance is we generally detect faults in advance and schedule the repairs automatically. We can schedule the repairs automatically by predictive maintenance or expecting the whatever the faults may occur. Faults may occur. Connected enterprises, the beyond generally they are using the smart factory or connected enterprises who are using this technology, such as banks are using, hospitals are using, universities are using, governments are adopting Industry 4.0 models. There was a basic example, real-time example. The Supreme Court of India's e-courts mission model project was digitized judicial processes showcasing how Industry 4.0 principles of connectivity and automation extend into governance. there is an Industry 4.0 about integration and intelligence in creating ecosystems where physical machines, digital networks, even biological systems work together. Let's unpack the key features that distinguish Industry 4.0 from the previous revolution. So we have the specifically identified Industry 4.0 models. Why Industry 4.0 matters? What is the main purpose of Industry 4.0 matters? Generally, the main purpose of Industry 4.0 purpose is which boosts the productivity and efficiency, which enables innovation and customization, and which transforms skills and jobs. And this Industry 4.0 also raises certain legal and ethical issues. In what way that increases productivity and efficiency means, because we are identifying based on the predictive maintenance, we are identifying the faults, we are scheduling the maintenance, which will reduce the downtime and wastage. The main importance of the practical example for Industry 4.0 is there is a company called as General Electric's GE. They are using digital twin concept, allows the manufacturers to stimulate product lines digitally by saving the cost and time. Cost and time, that is the main. How it is academically relevant to us. When we talk about academically relevance, faculty must highlight how much productivity tools can be applied in management and engineering courses. That is the main aspect. So the second part of how that why industry matters is enables innovation and customization. Because of previously, which was a Industry 4.0 makes for mass customization, possible products can be tailored. Here we are customarily tailored products are which can be produced without losing the efficiency. There is a example called as 3D printing allows companies to design unique components for healthcare and prosthetics or automobile parts. The fosters entrepreneurship and startups, a key focus on NEP 2020. So NEP 2020 has given much importance for entrepreneurship and startups. What is the legal relevance? We have to talk about legal relevance also. There is an intellectual property, patents, copyrights become a official as customization expands. That is one of the legal things which we have to accept. Then third important aspect is which reshapes jobs and skills needed. We are transforming the skills and jobs. Now roles emerge in AI, ethics, cyber security, data analytics, and robotics engineering. World Economic Forum predicts that in 2030, over 85 million jobs may be displaced. 85 million jobs may be displaced, but 97 million new jobs will be created. So there was a case reference to this, particularly reshapes the jobs and skill needs. Yes, the state of Karnataka versus Uma Devi in 2006, the Supreme Court emphasized that state's duty is to create employment opportunities. Industry 4.0 challenges policymakers to rethink what employment means to a digital era. So we are expecting that 85 million jobs are going back, but 97 million jobs are newly created. So that was a wonderful thing which we have to accept for the Industry 4.0 when it is implemented fully. Creates regulatory and legal challenges. What automation, AI decision making questions arise? There are two important questions will arise. What are the legal challenges in this scenario? One important question is who is liable if an AI-driven machine causes harm? And how do we regulate cross-border data flows in IoT? There was a newly imported act in 2023, which was implemented in July 2024, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhinayam, updated evidence law, which was previously called as Indian Evidence Act, has given an importance to an account for electronic and digital records reflecting how law adapts to Industry 4.0 realities. This highlights the need for faculty awareness of, so we should be aware of this in legal evidence also, law evidence, awareness of legal ethical interactions in technology adoption. So when we come to the global trends, global trends. So Germany Industry 4.0 strategy. What is the Germany's Industry 4.0 strategy? This term was originated in Hanover Fair in 2011 in Germany. Germany's model emphasized that standardization, research collaboration, industry policy. Universities and industry closely integrated, ensuring students graduate with Industry 4.0 ready skills. Then USA has adopted smart manufacturing leadership, driven by Smart Manufacturing Leadership Coalition, that is SMLC. We shortly call it as SMLC. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, emphasizes AI-driven analytics, IoT in supply chains, cyber security in manufacturing. They are playing a strong role in private sector giants like GE, IBM, and Tesla. There was a legal angle. US regulatory debates that AI liability and data privacy. There is an act called as California Consumer Privacy Act 2018. This was a main important act in USA which regulates the AI and data privacy. The China Made in China 2025, especially launched in 2015 as Upgrade Chinese industry, focus on robotics, AI green technologies, high-end manufacturing, etc. The heavy government has, Chinese government has invested heavy investment and subsidies to lead global Industry 4.0 comparativeness. So here competitiveness, legal context is strong debates in intellectual property rights. Generally, China is also giving importance to IPR in data governance in cross-border trade. In India, how that India is moving towards the global trends, that Digital India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, Digital India 2015, promoting in e-governance. So e-governance era started in 2015 and digital literacy also started. Atmanirbhar Bharat 2020, our Honorable Prime Minister Ji, Narendra Modi Ji, encouraging indigenous innovation, startups, and manufacturing resilience. Sectors like healthcare, agriculture, and judiciary are adopting Industry 4.0 solutions. AI is telemedicine, IoT in smart farming and e-courts. What is the legal relevance? So we are also heading towards the legal relevance, how the legally AI is taken care. The digital DPDP Act 2023. What is DPDP Act means? Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 ensures citizen rights in a digitally driven economy. So this is protecting our data security, cyber security, take caring about the cyber security, etc. So global strategies also shows that the vision of Industry 4.0 is universal, not only pertaining to any country, but it is a universal thing. So there is in Indian context, if we see, government AI task force is created, Startup India, growing IoT, robotics sector, academia and industry collaboration, Skill India for workforce readiness. If we talk about what is the government encouragement towards Startup India, government has started this slogan in 2018 to explore AI application across manufacturing, healthcare, and defense. Initiatives like Startup India, Digital India to support the ecosystem. So government has started a slogan called as the importance is given to the producer and innovator. Growing IoT and robotics and analytics market. India's IoT market is projected to reach USD 15 billion by 2025. 15 billion by 2025. So already we are seeing the visibility of robotics in healthcare, automotive and logistics sector. Analytics and AI startups are rapidly increasing with Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Pune emerging as innovation hubs are already started. So it frameworks like Data Personal Protection Act 2023 to secure digital protection. What is the academia industry collaborations? How the government, central government or government of India is taking, all universities are taking steps towards the academia and industry collaborations. IITs and NITs, institutes like IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, and IISCs are collaborating with industries on AI, blockchains, and smart manufacturing projects. Example, IIT Madras has set up Center for Industry 4.0, a partnership with several companies like Promote Applied Research. There is these collaborations. Main purpose of these collaborations, industry academia collaborations, is curriculum relevance, research opportunities, and startup incubation. So these are all the important areas where the MOUs are with the academia and industry collaborations are concerned. Skill India for Industry 4.0 readiness. The Skill India mission has focuses on reskilling and upskilling the workforce by using the special emphasis on AI, robotics, cloud computing, and cyber security training. So with the help of this, we can get ready for the future. Judicial reference in this aspect is Mohini Jain versus State of Karnataka in 1992. The Supreme Court emphasized that we are having fundamental rights, that right to education, aligning with today's need to make education skill-oriented and is industry relevant. So this is one of the important aspect. Cyber physical, when we talk about cyber physical systems are concerned, integration of hardware, software, and networks, machine-to-machine communication. What is this integration of hardware, software, and networks are concerned? So here, this enables the real-time data collection. So we are collecting the data and processing it, action, blurring the line between the digital and physical world. Example, an autonomous car uses physical sensors, AI-driven software, network connectivity to drive safely. So we are going to see without the driverless cars are also coming. So sensors wise, so these are all the upcoming technology which we are going to see. Machine-to-machine communication, that is called as M2M communication. A hallmark of CPS in M2M communication, which interact directly with each other without human intervention. The main aspect of this machine-to-machine communication is to detect the errors, correct processes, or request maintenance automatically. Factories can balance workloads. So factories can also balance the workload by shifting tasks across connected machines. So what is the academic relevance with this cyber security part? CPS requires an interdisciplinary understanding, computer science, electronic engineering, mechanical systems, across where faculty can foster across domain research. So example for smart grids are electricity demand supply dynamically, and you are having, there was an act called as Electricity Act 2003, India was placed. What is the main purpose of to reflect how CPS solutions intersect with law, governance, and sustainability. What is IoT? So you are having a complete session on IoT after my session. So you can have elaborately about IoT. Connected devices are exchanging data. Industrial IoT for predictive maintenance. The best case example is Indian Railways using IoT sensors. So there is a connected devices exchanging data. What is meant by connected devices exchanging data? IoT refers to devices embedded with, there are three important aspects. One is sensors, software, and connectivity that allow them to collect and exchange data. There is an example. range from the example is smart watches and home assistants. We are seeing the smart watches, which is connected to our mobile, home assistants into industrial machines and city traffic systems. The strength of IoT lies in ability to provide real-time insights. Real-time insights is a main aspect of IoT sensors. What is the main purpose of industrial IoT for predictive maintenance? Already we discussed what is meant by predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance generally identify errors in advance and we can schedule the maintenance to reduce our time wastage and cost wastage. So there was a important case where the IoT sensors are using the IoT sensors used by Indian Railways. Especially we are seeing that a great Indian Railways is an example which has begun deploying IoT sensors in locomotives and tracks. How we use this technology IoT sensors in the Indian Railways means sensors detect track fractures especially, and overheating in wheel bearings and even fuel efficiency patterns. What is the result? By using IoT sensors, what is the result we are getting? Fewer accidents, better maintenance planning, and improved passenger safety. So there was a legal context to the IoT sensors. This aligns with the Railways Act 1989, Railways to ensure passenger safety, and it helps fulfill that statutory obligation. So IoT sensors, how it connects the data and how revolutionize efficiently safety and innovation. So safety is the main important. IoT sensors provides the safety part. Then coming to the artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning in industry, predictive analytics for decisions. Example, AI in manufacturing quality. So in manufacturing quality, we can apply the AI, especially AI powers automation, machine learning and deep learning in industry. The example for machine learning is an algorithm learns patterns from previous machine failures, generally forecasts the real next likely breakdown. So it forecasts about likely breakdown by using the algorithm. Example, identifying product defects. It can identify the product defects from camera images on assembly line. So it is a self-optimizing system. Deep learning is a self-optimizing system. So which is used to with the help of machine learning. Predictive analytics is used for decision making. Why this predictive analytics? How it is used? Generally, retailers use AI to forecast which products still be in demand during festivals. Generally, we have the festivals demand is different from, even if you see the refrigerators or if you see the ACs, etc. in summer season, even manufacturers can also identify how the customer demand will be there with the help of predictive maintenance. AI in manufacturing quality checks. Generally, AI will check the manufacturing quality at the time of, if any inconsistencies are there, if any errors are there, if any micro cracks are there, AI can identify easily and it can check the quality levels. Real big data and analytics, how these big data and analytics, real-time data from the machines, and it forecasts the forecasting and optimization. The best example for big data and analytics is AI. Amazon is applying big data and analytics for predictive inventory. What is this real-time data from machines and sensors? The data is not just like historical. So when we use the data, which should not be historical, but it should be real time, allowing immediate decision making, which has to be useful for the immediate decision making. Example, a smart factory can track each machine's energy, detect anomalies, and adjust product lines instantly. So we have to adjust the product lines instantly by using the real-time data from the machines and sensors. How it is at par with the academic relevance. Faculty can introduce students in data science, cloud platforms, visualization tools to prepare them for Industry 4.0 careers. And it also forecasting the optimization. How it is forecasting the optimization? It forecasts about demand, optimize supply chains, and managing risks. Generally, the main purpose of forecasting and optimization is three important slogans are there in forecasting and optimization. One is efficiency, sustainability, and profitability. So, how this forecasting and optimization, how it is legally forcible. With large-scale data collection, it has to comply with the law, with laws like India DPDP Act 2023 and GDPR in European Union, essential to protect privacy and ensure responsible use, friends. And the practical case study for big data analytics is Amazon Predictive Inventory. So Amazon uses big data analytics to predict what products customers are likely to order in pre-stocks warehouses accordingly. Known in anticipatory shipping, this minimizes generally when the Amazon is taking the orders from the customers, it is taking anticipatory shipping is important. So they have to improve the customer satisfaction. They are always concerned with customer satisfaction. So similar practices are now being adopted by Indian e-commerce players like Flipkart and Reliance JioMart. So how it is judicially relevant to this predictive inventory and big data analytics, how it is judicially referenced. If we take the judicially reference, there was an important case held in 2017, KS Puttaswamy versus Union of India 2017 recognized that right to privacy as a fundamental right. So we are one of the fundamental right is right to privacy. So we need to protect the customer data. It is relevant because predictive analytics relies on sensitive personal data. So when the companies are collecting the personal data of the customers, they are bounded to protect it. This should not be revealed to any other. As per even this Data Protection Act was 2023 as emphasizing right to privacy is important provision of personal data protection. So cloud computing. When we talk about cloud computing, friends, on-demand storage and processing. What is the role of cloud computing? On-demand storage and processing supports supply chains. There was an important case related to cloud computing, TCS Cloud Solutions. What is the main part of cloud computing? Cloud ensures scalability and connectivity. What is the main purpose of cloud means? Cloud ensures scalability and connectivity. And industries generate more data and they also rely on AI-driven insights. When AI-driven insights, it has to process and store the large volume of data. It is where cloud computing becomes a backbone of the Industry 4.0. So without cloud computing, there is no Industry 4.0. So how it supports the digital and supply chains. Modern supply chains are data-driven and global requiring agility. Cloud platforms enable end-to-end visibility, collaboration. When we talk about, we have seen the situation like during COVID-19, cloud-enabled supply chains helped companies adapt quickly to sudden demand and logistic challenges. We have faced several things in COVID 2019, which our supply chains has increased quickly. Sudden demand may increase or decrease, but we have to provide the logistic challenges are there. So this was the cloud computing was a major important where we encompasses those challenges. There was a case study when we see about TCS cloud adoption in manufacturing. Tata Consultancy Services has played a leading role in enabling India manufacturers to adopt cloud solutions. The main motto of TCS is a leading automotive company worked with TCS to shift its operations to the cloud. There was an improvement in production planning, improvement in reduced downtime, and optimized inventory. What is the legal context? There was a legal context that data sovereignty and cyber security issues will arise in this issue. Under India's Information Technology 2000, companies must ensure data security and compliance. When sensitive data is stored on global cloud servers, so data protection is required. Cloud computing also ensures that intelligence of Industry 4.0, which is scalable and accessible anywhere. Anywhere in India, we can accessible from the cloud computing with the help of transformative enabler blockchain technology. What is this additive manufacturing 3D printing? Layer by layer, product to product creation is done, reduced waste and cost. There was a case study on ISRO 3D printing. What is meant by layer product creation? When we talk about layer by layer product creation, in additive manufacturing product, it is created by depositing one material, one layer at a time, guided by a 3D digital model. This process allows high customization and the creation of complex geometrics that are impossible in conventional technologies. In medical, implants such as prosthetics are often custom 3D printing to fit patients perfectly. So, how it reduces the waste and cost? Because it is a highly material efficient. So, because of this can reduce the waste and cost. What is the case study when we talk about ISRO 3D printing? Indian Space Research Organization has successfully integrated 3D printing into manufacturing process. There was an example, engine and satellite components include reducing the production timelines. Production timelines were reduced in ISRO while maintaining high performance standards. This highlights India is using Industry 4.0 technologies in industry sectors. So intellectual property protection, faculty should be aware of the Patents Act 1970 and cases concerning IP disputes in new technologies. So we should also be aware of Patents Act 1917 as a part of IP Act. 3D printing shows how manufacturing shifting from mass production to mass customization. So mass production, we are shifting in 4.0 mass production to mass customization. This has increased. This has next level is augmented reality. That is in short form we can call it as AR, and virtual reality, that is VR. AR and VR, which were used in this industrial training and design. Robotics and automation. Industrial tools, robots for repetitive. If any repetitive tasks are there, we can use the industrial robots, collaborative robots, which assist the humans. Already there was a case study on Bajaj robotics. So what is the robotics do? Generally, robotics will increase efficiency and safety. While robots have been an industry for decades, Industry 4.0 takes them to the next level with smarter, more collaborative, and highly adaptive machines. So there is a traditional industry robots handle repetitive hazardous. When we talk about traditional robotics, it handles repetitive hazardous or precision-based tasks. But this robotics, however, raises the workforce reskilling challenges. So collaborative robotics generally assist the cobots. What is meant by cobots? There is a name called as cobots. Collaborative robots is called as cobots. What is meant by cobots? Cobots are equipped with sensors and AI to recognize human movements and adjust operation. These cobots will use human movements and adjust operations. There are two cases which we use cobots. One is automotive assembly lines where cobots hold heavy parts while human perform detailed fitting. Healthcare where cobots assist surgeons and precision operations. What is the legally, whether the cobots are legally acceptable? The deployment of cobots intersects with workplace safety law. That is already there in factories, our Indian Factories Act 1948, evolving labor codes to ensure human cobot collaboration does not compromise safety. That is the main aspect of cobots. So we talked about cobots and robots. So cobots is working with equipped with sensors to recognize human movements. So what is how this robotics automation is used by Bajaj Auto Robotics? Generally, robotics handle welding, painting, and assembly. So this company reports improved efficiency. Especially Bajaj Auto has increased their efficiency level, consistency level, product quality. So there were in the Supreme Court has given one judgment, National Textile Workers Union versus P.R. Ramakrishnan 1983. The Supreme Court emphasized that workers' participation in industrial decision making is principal relevant as as companies adopt robotics while ensuring fairness to human labor. So workers' participation in industrial decision making is more important. So that will increase your efficiency level, that will increase the consistency level, that will increase our product quality also. So robotics and automation highlight the balance between efficiency and human inclusion. How immense technologies AR and VR are transforming. AR and VR are transforming design, training and maintenance. So what is this augmented and virtual reality? AR for training, and we use this augmented reality for the training and maintenance. We use virtual and reality for simulation and design. There was what is this augmented reality? When we talk about augmented reality, when new employees are appointed, they can use AR headset to learn complex tasks without having physical prototypes. There was an example, AR glasses can display real-time writing diagrams for electricians. Virtual reality, VR for simulation and design. How it is used? It is used for designing prototypes, simulating factory layouts, and training employees. How it is relevant to the academic note? Engineering and design courses are increasingly adopt VR to allow students to experiment in VR labs, that is virtual learning labs. There was a important case, where VR augmented and virtual reality was applied. Augmented reality in aircraft assembly. Workers are wearing aircraft headsets, see virtual schematics, overload on real fuselages. Lesson from AR is does not replace workers but augments their capabilities. We can increase the capabilities of human, but we can't replace it. So improving the accuracy and efficiency. What is the legal angle? If we see the AR and VR, applications may raise liability and safety questions. So there was a consumer protection and product liability laws, especially in India, which protects the customers, especially when coming to the blockchain. What is this blockchain? When we talk about the basics of blockchain, security is a secured one, decentralized ledger, transparent supply chains. The case study we are going to discuss about Walmart food traceability. What is the secure and decentralized ledger? What is the meaning of secured and decentralized ledger? Means that at the core, blockchain is decentralized, distributed digital ledger. Where records are stored in blocks and linked together. Every transaction is verified through consensus and encrypted, making it tamper resistant. In industries, the means secure record keeping without relying on a central authority. Example, in pharma, blockchain ensures. In pharma industry, if we apply this blockchain technology, drug manufacturing and distribution records cannot be manipulated. That is an important note. Transparent supply chains. One of the most powerful applications of blockchain is supply chain management. What is the main purpose of transparent supply chain management? Means weekend traceability reduces fraud and ensures compliance with environmental and safety regulations. Fashion companies use blockchain and certify the ethical sourcing of cotton and labor. There was an important case, blockchain were applied. Walmart using blockchain for food traceability, partnered with IAM to track fresh produce using blockchain. It's second instead of days. It can be traced in seconds instead of days. This improves the food safety. This reduces the wastages, boosts consumer confidence. Information Technology 2000 Act is supporting this, and in ongoing debates like cryptocurrency regulations. Smart sensors and edge computing. What is this smart sensors and edge computing? Sensors generate live data, edge devices reduce latency, and case smart meters in India. Case study, when we talk about example, smart case meters in India. What is meant by sensors generate live? How the sensors generate live data? Smart sensors are embedded in machines, vehicles, or even buildings to collect live data for the purpose of temperature, vibration, pressure, speed, and energy usage. It is used in automotive manufacturing, which can be known the vibration sensors to detect machine misalignments before it leads to breakdown. There is a case study called as smart meters in India. The Indian government has been deploying smart electricity meters. So we are already seeing that smart electricity meters, revamped distribution sector scheme, RDSS scheme. These meters, smart meters, send live usage data for utilities, help consumers monitor and control electricity consumption, dynamic pricing model, legal policy note. Whether it is legally acceptable, we need to question. Such deployments are governed by Electricity Act 2003, and there is a data protection regulations are also there. So when we talk about digital twins, what virtual replica of assets. What is a digital twin means? Used for monitoring and testing. GE Aviation digital twins. The important case related to digital twins is GE Aviation digital twins. Virtual replica of physical asset is what is meant by digital twin? We need to understand first. A digital twin is a virtual model of a real world asset such as machine, factory, or even an entire city. Sensors on the physical asset feed live data into the digital model, ensuring it reflects real-time conditions. How it is used for monitoring and testing. It is used to allow engineers to test scenarios virtually before applying them in real life. How it is useful for the academic part. Digital twins opens up new research areas like simulation modeling, AI-driven optimization, predictive maintenance, etc. There was a case study called as GE using digital twins in aviation. Digital twins pioneered digital twin technology in the aviation industry. This resulted in billions of dollars saved across the aviation sector. Hindustan Aeronautics and ISRO are exploring digital twin applications for the defense and aerospace. What is the legal note? Legally, it is acceptable, legally applicable, legally protectable. Data generated by digital twins raises issues of data ownership, liability, confidentiality. So evolving laws like India's DP Act 2023 become highly relevant for this. Smart factories. What is meant by smart factory? End-to-end digital integration, automation decision making, autonomous decision making. Siemens Ember plant has they are using the smart factories. What is meant by end-to-end integration? A smart factory stage of production digitally from supply chain and design to it is used supply chain design to manufacturing, logistics, and after sales service. Machines, systems, and humans are connected a central digital backbone, ensuring seamless flow of information. Automation decision making, autonomous decision making systems, generally AI-driven analytics and cyber physical systems, which is implemented for self-optimizing, adaptive, and resilient. How these smart factories are applied in Siemens Ember electronics plant. In Germany, one company called as Hamburg Electronics Plant as a model of smart factory. Nearly 75% of its production processes are automated. The defective rates of this factory is not less than 0.01%, showing how integration and autonomy drive quality. Tata Steel and Mahindra also using the smart factory concepts in India. What is the liability concerns of the smart factory? We are in framework for how that liability of this particularly smart factories are protected. Legal issues in Industry 4.0. IP ownership of AI works, liability in autonomous system, data protection and cyber laws. How this IP ownership in AI created works. So we need to take a IP ownership for the AI created works. Who owns the rights? The IP AI developer, the user, or the AI. So when we question about AI created works, whether the AI developer has to get the IP rights or user has to get the IP rights, that AI itself. So legal relevance in India is Patents Act 1970 and Copyright Act 1957 currently require human authorship, creating a gaps for AI created works. There is a relevant case globally. There is a Thaler versus USPTO 2021 raised debates on whether AI can be recognized as an inventor. AI can be recognized as an inventor. So that was the question was raised. Yes. Sorry. Here, what is the liability of autonomous systems? When we develop AI in autonomous systems, let us say autonomous machines like self-driving cars or industrial robots like decisions independently. If an accident occurs, liability is complex. Manufacturer, when the how the liability is complex means whether the manufacturer has to be punished, or programmer has to punish, or operator has to punish. The example for industrial robots causing workplace injuries, judicial angle, if we see, industrial Indian labor law under the Factories Act 1948 and civil liability principles, the National Insurance Company Limited versus Pushpa Devi in 2013 highlight that need for clear liability frameworks. Data protection and cyber security. Industry 4.0 relies heavily on data collection and storage and transformation. So that was removed, that problem was removed by, challenge was removed by Personal Data Protection Act 2023 and IT Act 2000. The cyber crimes network security has taken care. Case law, IP and AI. There was a case law in IP and AI, fees publications versus rural 1991 US, and we are going to see database or originality and copyright and relevance, how this big data is protection is there. So when we discuss this, fees publications versus rural 1991 US, facts of the case. The facts of the case revealed that telephone service had a complaint a telephone directory, which fees publications used to create a larger database. Generally, we know that a telephone directory has our database. Rural used it for copyright infringement. They have used the copyright infringement. Supreme Court ruling that mere compilation of facts lacks the originality required for copyright. So we need to understand that when we collect the data, the originality lacks because of the compilation of facts for copyright protection. So copyright protects creative selection and arrangements. So we have to understand that where the copyright can be applied. Copyright protects creative selection and arrangements, not raw facts. So we cannot take a copyright for raw facts, but finalize it one only. So how it is relevant to Industry 4.0. Ownership of these ownership of these data sets depends originality and creative efforts and merely the act of data collection. AI generated works, that question rises, can an AI quality as original for copyright protection? The case illustrates that importance of originality, creative effort in IP law. The principle is that critical when we deal with AI, big data and digital innovations. The industry 4.0 next will took that liability in autonomous systems through relevant case studies. There is a case law privacy in India, Puttaswamy versus Union of India 2017. Privacy is a fundamental right. We need to understand that privacy is a fundamental right. How it is relevant to IoT and AI data usage. What is the case of KS Puttaswamy versus Union of India 2017? Facts of the case challenged in Aadhaar scheme and government surveillance measures, that petitioners argued that government collection of personal data without proper safeguards violated privacy rights. Supreme Court has given a judgment that court unanimously held that right to privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21 of the Constitution, Indian constitutional law. This applies to all individuals, whether the public or the private space. So we need to understand that right to privacy is a fundamental right. Our personal data has to be protected. How it is relevant to the industry 4.0. With IoT devices, wearable technology, and AI systems, the personal data is consistently being collected, processed, and stored. So data security informed consent and ethical usage. So with the help of the Personal Data Protection Act 2023 governs data collection, storage, and processing of the data. Case law, when it is right to be forgotten. Google Spain versus AEPD 2014 EU, European Union. Individuals may erase personal data, impact on big data. If individuals erase the personal data or big data, what is the problem here? Companies collecting storage data sets must implement data retention and ensure erasure policies. So they have to maintain the erasure policies. They have to exercise their rights to delete their personal data. What is meant by smart contracts? The smart contracts will play a role in self-executing blockchain contracts, legal enforceability issues, Indian Contract Act context. So when we talk about legal enforceability questions, while smart contracts are technically enforceable, we need to understand legal recognition is still evolving. Questions arise regarding validity, liability, dispute resolution. Whether the smart contracts are legally valid. Validity under existing contract laws. It is legally valid under existing contract laws. Liability in case of coding errors. In case of dispute resolution mechanism, if a smart contract automatically releases payment for faulty goods, who bears liability? That is the question will arise. So when we understand smart contracts are also contracts, the contracts comes under the Indian Contract Act 1872, all the digital signatures, blockchain records, automation logs, everything is part of the contractual terms. Product liability. Who is responsible for robot errors? When we have to question ourselves, who is responsible for whatever the errors are done by the robot? Manufacturer or programmer or user need updated laws. Who is responsible for the robo malfunctions? If the robo malfunctions are there, independent decisions based on pre-programmed algorithms and sensor data. An industrial robot aim in a factory injures a worker due to the program. If any worker is injured on account of pre-programmed algorithms or sensor data given by the robot, then who is responsible? We need to question. So manufacturer is liable, or programmer is liable, or user or operator. For defective hardware or design flaws, for defective manufacturer is liable for defective hardware or design flaws. Programmer is liable for coding errors and algorithm misjudgments. User or operator is liable for incorrect usage of bypassing safety protocols. Courts may need to apportion liability. So we need to apportion the liability on manufacturer point of view, programmer point of view, or user or operator point of view. So what is the how it is updated with the laws? So the updated law is generally Consumer Protection Act 2019 will protect, Indian Contract Act 1872 will protect in product liability. Cyber security laws. What are the cyber security laws which are applicable for Industry 4.0? IT Act 2000 India, GDPR, EU, that is European in strict data rules, cyber crime risks are there. Indian IT Act 2009, 2000 amended 2008 provides legal recognition for electronic records and digital signatures, addresses cyber crimes, hacking, identify theft, unauthorized access, imposes penalties, liabilities for data breaches and cyber attacks. There is an example, smart factories must comply with IT Act provisions, prevent hacking. GDPR, EU, European Union, strict data protection and standards, which is also used for the protection of the personal data. Cyber challenges in Industry 4.0. What are the cyber challenges? Ransomware attacks on manufacturing systems, data breaches on sensitive operational or consumer data, manipulation of AI or IoT decision-making systems. So these are the cyber challenges which we are going to come across for the Industry 4.0. Generally, we have the ethical concerns, AI bias and discrimination, job losses and worker fears. Generally, we have the wrong things in the mind, whether the Industrial 4.0 will discriminate, AI bias and discrimination is there, job losses and worker fears are there, surveillance issues are there. Generally, when we talk about these three issues, generally AI systems learn from historical data sets and prejudices or skewed patterns. The Indian Constitution Articles 14 and 15 that equality and non-discrimination. So this is a legal relevance for the AI bias and discrimination. With the help of worker displacement fears, automation, robotics and AI may replace routine and repetitive. Generally, worker displacement fears, it balances efficiency and social responsibility. If any routine and repetitive jobs are there, that can be replaced with the AI. So creating workforce anxiety. General solutions includes reskilling programs. So we can reskill the programs for the workers. So their jobs may not be almost all. So educational institutions are also joining hands for providing any joining hands for providing this reskilling works. Workforce transform, surveillance and loss autonomy. So the DPDP Act 2023 ensures data collection and respects individual rights. So when we talk about skills gap, need digital literacy. So we all should understand need digital literacy, faculty as mentors, workforce skilling. Generally, when we skill gap is concerned, so what are the legal uncertainties? Lack of AI liability law. There is a legal uncertainty in Industry 4.0, that is a lack of AI liability law, cross-border trade issues, etc. That is we are going to. policy framework for Industry 4.0 policy framework in India, Niti Aayog AI strategy, draft data protection bill. What is the Industry 5.0? So we are going to see in the next trend that human machine collaboration, focus on sustainability, personalized production. That is, we are going to see because of lack of time. The conclusion and takeaways. So, what are the legal issues remain key? Faculty, bridge, academia, and industry. So, with this FDP in this session, we are going to learn about applying teaching and research, mentor student innovation, etc. What is the role of faculty? Develop uploaded curriculum, guide entrepreneurship, contribute to the policy debates, etc. What are the opportunities we are going to get with this particular topic called as Industry 4.0? Interdisciplinary research, consultancy with industry. We get the consultancy opportunities with the industry, and we also can rise to the level of students can able to do the startups and incubation. So this is open for questions. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for the management and AICTE, Secretary Madam, Rajeshri Madam, and Convener Rama Madam, and Co-Convener Praveena Madam for giving this opportunity. So because of time, already I crossed 4 minutes.
Thank you, sir. That was a very detailed explanation of the various pillars of Industry 4.2. You have taken us to Industry 5.0 also in the travel, and focusing on the various legal and ethical concerns which might be arising with the Industry 4.2 coming up. Dear participants, any questions you have, please post it in the chat box, or please post it in the chat box so that we may ask the speaker.
Second
Sir, there is a question from Mr. Binod Kumar. Sir is asking, with the innovation in technology, how to deal with the persistent behavior of the employees.
So we need to create reskilling and upskilling of the workers, sir. Automatically we can accept, because in the workforce, any factory, we are going to get these challenges, but we need to adapt them or adapt the skill set which are required for facing because we are going to have the Industry 4.0 situation, which is changing. So almost innovation is always required. So we need to upskill or reskill the workers' skills and knowledge.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions, dear participants? Dear participants, any other questions? Okay. So I would request our Nilima ma'am to propose vote of thanks for the session 1. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Gratitude is the fairest blossom of the soul. With this thought, I would like to take a moment to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, we are thankful to God for His divine guidance and blessings that made this FDP possible on upskilling faculty for future-ready education in Industry 4.0 without any glitch. We are deeply grateful to our esteemed speaker for today's session, Dr. R. Chandrasekhar sir, for favoring us with his presence. and providing a clear understanding about and communicated the key learnings about evolution of industrial revolution, industry 4.0, global trends, internet of things, big data analytics, cloud computing, robotics and automation, augmented and virtual reality, and many more. We believe that your intriguing and riveting presentation has benefited all the participants. We owe our gratitude to AICTE ATAL for sponsoring this FDP and permitting us to conduct the same. A big thank you to our college management, our respected Secretary Ma'am, Mrs. M. Rajashri Ma'am, our Academic Director, Mrs. Madhavi Ma'am, our Principal Sir, Dr. P. Kameshwara Rao, Ramakrishna Sir for their support and cooperation. I extend my thanks to all the team members and Azhar Sir for their support. My heartfelt thanks to all the participants for their enthusiastic and active involvement in the FDP who played a vital role in making this possible. Once again, our heartfelt appreciation goes to each and everyone and Rishi Group of institutions for providing us the platform for facilitating growth of the faculty development. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nilima ma'am. Yes, we would indeed really thank sir for giving us through all the case laws and letting us know each and everything in detail from step to step because all the examples have been coming. Thank you, Chandrasekhar sir, for taking us through all these topics with examples. And now we recognize the presence of our second speaker with us, Sai Nandishwar Garu. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on time, and you were there 10 minutes before. Thank you so much. Now may I request Ms. B. Sivalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Management, to please introduce the next speaker of the day, Dr. Sai Nandishwar Garu.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great pleasure to introduce today's distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Sai Nandishwar Rao Nalu, PhD. Sir is highly experienced business management professional with over 34 years of expertise in the pharmaceutical and manufacturing industries. Throughout his career, he has held key roles such as project manager, capital sourcing, industrial engineer, project engineer, maintenance operations lead, project execution head, and SAP functional consultant. He possesses exceptional analytical skills and a deep understanding of business management, performance analysis, and supply chain management. His expertise in improving organizational productivity through strategic planning and implementation is widely recognized. Dr. Sai Nandishwar sir is a PhD holder in management science from JNTU Hyderabad, with his thesis focused on achievement of service levels in terms of time and cost in pharmaceutical projects. Additionally, he has an MBA in operations management from Indira Gandhi National Open University and MTech in industrial engineering and management from JNTU Hyderabad, and a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical from Gandhi Institute of Technology and Management, Andhra University. We are privileged to have you, sir, with us today's session, and we sure that you'll be giving the good insights and experience, and I'm confident that this session will be both enlightening for us and inspiring for us. And I request Sir Dr. Nandishwar Rao sir to join the session. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Rishi team and all. Yeah. Hey, is it audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
But
I'm
it is
sharing my
slightly
screen.
feeble. I mean, if it can be more slightly feeble, we are.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm
you
sharing
have been made as co-host. You can share the PPT.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Is it my screen is visible to all? Hello.
Sir, screen is not yet visible. Dear participants, meanwhile, the feedback form for the session 1 has already been given. The link had been shared in the meeting link. Meanwhile, you can fill that link. Attendance form for session 1 has also been shared.
Madam, now it is visible?
Not yet, sir.
Some technical glitch.
Now it is coming.
Now it's coming?
Yeah. Yes.
Full screen?
Yes, sir, full screen.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I think post lunch it's a little difficult. And first of all, I think thank you, Dr. Rajanal Garu. I think have a good section because actually due to some other meetings and all, I'm unable to. But last half an hour I was there, and thank you. And first of all, thank you, Rishi team, for inviting me for this program, faculty development program. Thank you so much. And first of all, thanks to the chief patron Rajashri Garu and Professor Kamesrao Garu, that patron, and coordinator Ramagaru. Thank you very much. Every time we are inviting me for some giving guest lectures and all. Thank you, and especially thanks to Pravina, this co-coordinator. She's always in touch with me, and whenever she wants like any insights or anything. So as an industrial experience person like us, so definitely sometimes what we learned from this almost 34 years of industrial experience, so we want to share with the students at the same time, even faculty and all. So knowledge sharing is actually is useful to anything. So today's section is actually the key pillars of Industry 4.0. And now actually we are using a Zoom. I think this is one of the best example. I think almost 200 plus participants are there and across different places. All are now actually are coming to the online. And this is the best example while starting this thing. So how we developed the technology. So no need to go to college and whenever we want it, we have to connect with online and we can talk with each other. We can share the knowledge and all. This is the best example of the this Industry 4.0. And first of all, actually, I want to introduce myself. Already, I think they introduced. So I am the Dr. Sai Nandeshwar, a mechanical engineering graduate of having 34 industrial years experience in different organizations like manufacturing and IT and other things. And presently, I'm working for Dr. Reddy's in heading project management systems for capital projects. Even though it's a pharma industry, but we are into the capital projects. So we are. There are even actually almost my 34 years, 26 years of experience in Dr. Reddy's. I think I saw like so much of change in the manufacturing. So how the digitalization and the technology adoptions and all so many things actually every time is evolving the new things and we are adopting and so many changes, zero touch and so many power saving programs and so many other things. So today the topic is actually they're asking me to key pillars of Industry 4.0. I think this is the thing we have to start with this actually. So you know that industrial revolution starts from even 1700, in 1760. The first industrial revolution actually and one more thing, before starting the section, actually this is the agenda because maybe I think I don't know whether it's end of the section. Maybe should have question and answer sections or in between. Maybe anybody can write. I don't know what type of thing you want it. So shall I complete entire section and later we can maybe have a question and answer section, or you want to make it more interactive? Either Rama or Pravina, can anybody actually what type of?
Sir, we will have questions at the end. Meanwhile, if participants have any question, they can type it in the chat box.
Yes, that's
then
better.
we will take it at the end, sir.
Yeah. So that's better, I think. So anybody wants to note down or in between presentations, you want any doubts, you can put it in the chat box. Maybe end of the section we can cover it, or definitely in case if I can't answer at the end of the section, maybe some other questions, maybe I can send it later to your team members also. So that's not a big issue, but make it more interactive in the end of the section, and please note down. And as per the agenda, this is actually is a 90-minute section. So I want to just make it like an introduction on industrial revolutions and what is Industry 4.0 now, and what are the key pillars now with asking, and we can make it to summarize the things. So this is the main agendas on today's program. And anybody wants like either sound is audible or some you want it more voice clarity, or I want to like slow down the things or make it some speed up also, please tell us that. So accordingly, maybe I can follow this. Yeah.
As of now, the sound is very clear, sir. You're fantastically audible, and the
Oh,
speed is also fine. If anything else, we'll let you
thank
know.
you, Ramagaru. Thank you so much. Yeah. So actually, the introduction is today. The main topic is Industry 4.0 actually, because I think uh, everybody knows how that industrial revolution happens from the first, second, and third, and now it is in 4.0. And even Dr. Rajana Garu said that actually maybe now actually have to maybe go with the 5.0 also in the future. So this is the today topic. What actually what Industry 4.0 and why such a buzz? So why you're talking about on this Industrial 4.0, 4.0 and all, and how to like adopt in the business. So is it really worth? And people are having a lot of myths on this actually, because if you talk today, there are so many things we are talking about: AI, artificial intelligence, and this machine learning. So that employment like will be coming down. There is a lot of effect on this, but it's not like that actually. I think 20 years ago we started with SAP in our industry, the manufacturing industry. So at the time people are thinking that because of SAP, a lot of database integrations and all, there is a chances of cut down in the employment, but it is not happening actually. So every new technology or anything is there, no? So it's like it's giving more enhancement and more actually job openings actually. Technology always like evolving and always develops, so we have to adopt it and how to utilize properly, and that is the more main important thing. And nobody actually worried about these jobs and all. So that is one thing I can say this. Yeah. So I think actually the first industrial, because before starting coming to the Industry 4, we have to discuss a little bit on the first industrial revolution. So actually first industrial revolution actually start in the month of 1780, like 1784. So this is actually manual labor to the steam engine, where the mechanical advantage of steam engine was leveraged to lessen the human labor. But at the time, actually, everything, because there is no steam engine and all, so people, lot of their labor things, so they have to use their muscles and all. So later, actually, they have to start with this industrial revolution. So they start with the steam engine. In the coming to this years, so of maybe almost after 100 years, maybe I think if in the 1870, that second industrial revolution starts. So then the steam is becoming like electrical motors, the locomotives and all electrical motors and analog systems replaced with the steam engine, and it's no manual labor involved in this. And at the same time, the domestical production actually it starts with this mass production assembly lines and all this manufacturing, because they want to increase the productivity. So by scale up the things. So that is one thing. And after that, the third industrial revolution, so then we started with the computer, using of computers, PLCs, and electronics in factories and industries made it possible for humans to program the electrified machines, and the third industrial revolution was born. It eventually paved a way for automation. So these are the evolving the industrial revolutions, the first and second and the third. Now actually we are talking about. So one thing I can say that actually the because the methods actually, if you see that first actually in the, if you see hand tools we are using to manufacturing anything, and after that we are using the machines. So that is the like evolving from hand tools to the machine tools. And coming to the location, so first actually started with the home. In the, it's like they started with the small things in the home, and they are going with the factories. Now actually we are going with the ownership of kinds of tools. Actually we are talking about there are different things like small level of production, and sold only local market, manufacture of a per order basis. So this is the like domestic system. But once coming to the factory system, actually we have to the large level of production. So the productivity actually we're increasing like 10x, 5x, 6x. So from home to domestic to factory system, this is the changes actually happened. So I want to give an example. Even work done by worker, actually he is actually using his hand tools, and they have to take the material, and there are no lifts and all other things. But later, actually, they are using this Ford assembly and all, total productivity system and all, TPM and other things they are adopted. And so many other things. Now, if you see today in IT system also, now we actually like a lot of things after pandemic of COVID-19. We are talking about how that work from home systems, and people can around the clock we can give the services. And because of cloud technologies, actually everybody can work from any place. So these are the industrial revolutions and evolving so many things. So this is the basic things I have to talk about: first, second revolution, and third revolution. Now we can discuss about the industrial 4.0. Okay. So what qualifies to be an industrial revolution? Actually, an industrial revolution can be considered as a system of macro inventions that generates events that change society in a definitive and a pragmatic way, regardless of the supporting scientific basis. So this is very much required, because if you see that our population growth in India itself now almost is 145 crores, nearer to this 140 crores plus. So such a system. So if you see agricultural, I think 25 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, even if I go to market, maybe it's very difficult to like if I buy any like brinjals or anything, I have to select one by one which is the best one and all. But now, if you see, if you go to any super department stores, or maybe even Raitu Bazars or anything, no need to like maybe choosing the right one and all. You can take directly, give me the half kg or 1 kg. So such a, because there are a lot of technology, because of the population growth is increasing. So the way, because food is actually very much essential thing to every person in the society. So such a population, so everybody has to get the food. For that, actually, the productivity has to increase. Now we are using a lot of AI tools, which land is good for the cultivation, how to go ahead, 3 crops, 2 crops. So the productivity have to increase, not only for, because food is the main thing essential, and at the same time, like if you talk about other things also. And the best example what you can talk about after COVID-19, even roadside vendor also they are using the UPI payments. So no, yeah, after long time, I think we are not touching the even currency also. There is no field touch, and the thing is actually people are using the UPI payments and all. This is the technology evolving we are talking about. So this is the first revolution, second revolution, and third revolution. Now actually we are talking about fourth industrial revolution. Do the same. So how actually it is helping us, and what are the myths people are having, and how they have to come out from this. How we have to utilize properly the technology. And because there are so many things, always pros and cons, good things, bad things, and all. But first of all, we have to talk about how actually the technology helps us, how the technology actually helps to build the nation in a proper way. So these are the things we have to discuss today. So again, the first one is actually steam engine, and after that actually that electrical locomotive and manufacturing, and the third is actually computers, PLC based systems and all. Now we are talking about industry 4.0. That is actually it connects the physical world with the digital world. This is the one of the important thing. And actually, the Industrial 4.0 was coined in 2011 by German initiative by the federal government in association with some of the universities and private firms to increase productivity. So I'm always talking about. So if you see that even in population 140 crores, still our GDP growth rate, and yeah, poverty line is always there, any developing countries and all. But still we are becoming the third largest capital growth country, because that is the challenge we are adapting. And in every sector, India is showing is like a good trademark. And even actually now and our government also started Make in India. These are the initiatives they started. So Industry 4 with the integration of data, artificial intelligence, machinery, and communication to create an efficient industrial ecosystem that is not just automated but intelligent. So, and one more thing, no. So, why actually we are going with automation? Why we are going with the digitalization? Why we are going with online payments, online sections? Everything should be like digitalization. Even though still people should not find the time. Actually, if you know that some 15 years back, if you want to go by a train, we have to go to the reservation office and we have to fill up the form and we have to give all the details. Then actually again in the queue, we have to wait for some time. Then we can book the ticket. So lot of things now. Today, if you see that IRCTC developed as because our Indian Railway is a big network. I think how many people traveling. This is one of the largest network railway systems across the world. But if you book a ticket from one place to other within minutes, I think nowadays, and you know that multiple transaction time, you no need to go to the reservation counter and all. And all the people after the mobile phone, the the technology. So earlier actually people feels that actually we can't use it and all, but situation demands. So after COVID, no, people should not touch even notes and even like newspaper and all, because the such a bad situation. And that's why actually people are telling about need is always like mother of invention. So automatically everybody utilizing. So even they are uneducated, and even they are like a roadside vendor, but they know how to utilize mobile and they know how to make UPI payments and all. So this is the best example we can tell about Industry 4.0. So how it will connect the physical world with digital world. So this is the change actually. So everybody is having 24 hours, and because of technology develops and everything is online available, everything we can go made it Google search, but still people are not finding time. And while making journeys in metro and jet speed, even like trains and even Vande Bharat, high speed trains, but still people are everybody telling I don't have time, I don't have time. And this is the way. So definitely to survival, to sustain in this competitive world, we have to evolve technology every time, and the industrial revolution should be there always. So I think this is the one of the best topic, I think, for FDP. And whatever knowledge we are having, maybe Dr. Rajanala, and even I think coming days also, I think a beautiful program. I think the structured way they made it. So I request all the faculty like who are attending, please utilize this program such a way they beautifully designed on this Industry 4.0, or maybe like AI or machine learning, and there are different topics are there. I think thanks team that the way I think the hard work always I think gives the best results. Yeah, so while talking about Industry 4.0, we have to discuss about it's not always productivity because as I told earlier also, how the domestic to factory, the changeovers, and how the productivity, how from hand tools to machine tools and all. But now actually we are not only manufacturing process itself, we have to use the technologies, and we have to use the concepts in Industry 4.0. And because in Industry 4.0, different people are calling it different things, and some people are maybe calling it the IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things. So, but whatever the name it is, but it is Industry 4.0 is actually the digitalization word. We have to discuss on this. So Industry 4.0 basically process of embedding intelligence and connectedness in manufacturing and supply chain to provide satisfying products and services. I think now we are talking about zero touch operations and the end to that from end to end, the entire that supply chain management. So now actually even doctorate is also we are talking about there should be like less interference of the manpower, and because some of the operations are very stringent and typical operations, and sometimes people are not stand in that environment because of that maybe smell, or maybe sometimes the potent drugs, it should not be affected the human. So some of the critical places and locations, we have to go with automations. And even sometimes actually now we are calling actually without light operations, like if the person is not there, even the light is also not there, that automation, because the end-to-end operation without any disturbance, it should be completed. So these type of things. And but one way we are telling about reduction of manpower, but what I mean to say that the reduction of manpower is not like a jobless or anything. People should work on other areas where we have to develop the things, because today now I think one of the best example we can say that actually now we are not using much Xerox. And even actually people, the problem is this technology, even the develops also, we should not forget some of the skills like writing skills, reading skills. Only worrying actually, I saw recent generations and even universities and all, people are not using the books, and they are not writing this rough notes or these are things. They're everybody using PDF files, everybody sharing online. Because of those things, people maybe this is a competitive environment. Time is also very important, but some of the skills like writing skills, reading skills, these are also very much important. So those areas I am worried about. The current new generations, so they have to work on those things also. So yeah, that's why I'm telling, technology always helps us to motivate us and how to do the things in faster manner. And also, but some of the things which actually required, so the evergreen things like learning, reading skills, writing skills, these are very much required. I think these we should not forget about this. Okay, and coming to the topic.
ఇప్పుడే అయిపోయింది క్లాస్.
Hello. Hello. Can you mute? Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, any cyber physical system plays a vital role in Industry 4.0 and is changing the face of the industry. That already we talked about so many examples. It again is a fancy name of the physical systems with electronics embedded in them, but making them intelligent. So now this is the things. Now the main topic what they have given to me, this 9 pillars of the Industry 4.0. So there are 9 pillars. I think we have to discuss today. So
మళ్ళీ
first,
వచ్చిందా మ్యామ్ లింక్ ఒకసారి పంపించరా?
I think somebody talks. I think
Radhika madam. Radhika madam, you have unmuted. Sorry, sir.
No problem. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I can I make it some little bit slow or fast? Please tell me that, because
No, sir, you're going on a good speed, sir.
Okay. Because actually, otherwise, if I can't take the feedback, it's very difficult for me. That actually, yeah. So today, the main topic actually we are talking about 9 pillars of the Industry 4.0. The first one is actually big data and data analytics. Okay, we can discuss one by one. And coming to the simulation, second one, and third is the horizontal and vertical integration. And coming to the fourth, industrial Internet of Things, and autonomous robots, the cloud technology, and cybersecurity in Industry 4.0, augmented reality, additive manufacturing, and 3D printing. So these are the 9 pillars what we are discussing today. So one by one, I can explain whatever the knowledge, because I am working for a pharma industry and a few years in the IT. And maybe I am not into the AI person. I am not into the machine learning and all, because day to day the changes what I learned from, because the same industry, uh, sorry, in the same industry I worked with paper, and today we are talking about paperless offices. So I saw so many initiatives in Dr. Reddy's itself. The thing actually we are talking about SAP also, this changed a lot. And now actually we are working about lean manufacturing systems. And now recently we are talking about lean, how that lean helps us. And these are the things we are talking about. So in the same industry, I saw all the revolutions. So how that first, second, third is coming into our lives from 1700 to now to 2025. So in the 26 of years of experience in Dr. Reddy's, I saw there are so many revolutions in technology. We are adopting a manufacturing education system MES, and we are actually integration of SAP, MES, and DCS. Like that, so many things, and we are using the chatbots, and we are using the robotics in the critical areas, and even our time management systems, and even our HR processes, even financial, what the tools they are using, and what is our R&D, and even our QC labs, and everywhere, what are the machines 20 years back, and what are the systems you are using. There is a lot of difference, because we are handling at the time, maybe we are working on only few products. Now we are working for multiple products across multiple organizations across India and even abroad also. So this is the way, and people are the best examples. What today we are over Zoom, almost 200 plus participants, and different places actually we are attending. So such a technology, really it is useful, no? So otherwise, if you coming to the Rishi College from different places and all, it's like a cumbersome program. But now we actually made it easy. Everybody can meet in this Zoom sections or in MS Teams. And earlier, actually, we are like one-to-one meetings, and we have to come to the conference rooms, booking in conference rooms and all. Now we are using like online sections and all. So this is the change of the revolution, Industry 4.0 we are talking about. So first we are discussing on the big data and data analytics. Okay. So talking about big data and data analytics. So before, because this is the some theoretical things. First, I have to read it, and then we can talk about some examples also. Data analytics is once an IT application is now penetrating manufacturing and supply chain industry. Power of data analytics and pattern recognition can be harnessed in the manufacturing industry to reduce downtime and wastages. Because we have to get the data. So earlier, a small thing I'm talking about data. Suppose if you want to note down, suppose temperature in a clean room, or suppose any like RH, relative humidity in the clean, everybody, you have a logbook. This is it's like a notebook, and we have to write it. What is the temperature at 2 o'clock? So 30 degrees. What is the temperature? 2:30. So everything we have to write. So because if you're writing and all, no, because this is human errors will occur, and because why I'm talking about the temperature and relative humidity, even if you go to a medical store, so some of the medicines actually they have to store in the refrigerator. Yeah. So because why? Because some of the products we have to keep in a cool temperature. Some of the temperatures actually, even though they're mentioning the temperature range also 2 to 8 degrees or 10 to 15 degrees, like that, because it's like sensitive to the temperature. Some of the products are actually water sensitive to actually. If we don't maintain RH, there should be some problem in the because the chemicals, no, this reaction will be happen, and so the effectiveness will be coming down. So every thing what we store in a warehouse or wherever the place, we have to maintain the temperature and all. So the data we have to, earlier days people should and go to the that that go to that meter, and they have to note down that, and they have writing everything. Now actually there's a DCS control system, so no need of this. So every time in the maybe minutes or seconds, whatever the temperature is, automatically the data is actually incorporated in the system itself. So this is the way the data, big data and data analytics are helpful. Data can be collected at different levels of manufacturing process. So yeah, I'm talking about pharmaceutical. There is a few, generally we are taking end product as a tablet form or a capsule or injection. For that, if you see a small 20 mg or 650 mg Dolo, nowadays everybody is taking, but that Dolo 600, that it's like 600 milligrams. To take the tablet, how there is a lot of process from in the supply chain, means when the raw material comes into the factory, and the end finished goods actually coming out from the factory. In between, there are so many things are there in the system. It's not like that, no. So the best example is actually our housemakers. They're preparing food for us. So while eating, simply we are telling about this is not good, that is not good. But the way they process, they have to bring all from the market to the and kitchen. They have to prepare everything. How many people are there? What I have to prepare in the breakfast? What I have to prepare in the lunch? So this is the way the process. I'm talking about a simple example of the housemaker. But coming to the industry, how the productivity in the tonnages of production we are manufacturing, and especially in pharma, we have to more care about the productivity and all, because it's like a life-saving drugs we are manufacturing. So everything should be recorded. Every data should be recorded. So it's not a single product. I am talking about the multiple products. Even in our doctorates, we are having the API, bulk drug, powder form. From that, actually, we are having the formulations. In the formulation, also we have the oral solid dosage, OSD tablets and capsules. And coming to the ophthalmology, like eye drops, that is very critical things we have to prepare. At the same time, injectables like syringes and all, these are the things also, that is also very critical manufacturing area, because that is a life-saving drugs. Everything should be, whatever you are doing, you have to document it properly, and there should not be any problem. Once the product is going out to the market, anything is happens, it's very because there are a lot of effect on the human lives and all. So everything should be carefully, we have to work in this industries. So this is the one of the thing I'm talking about. Any printed control board PCB fails in the manufacturing data. Again, you have to retrieve the data. So I think earlier, no, I think 10 years back, 15 years back, a lot of laptops and even our desktops also having some problems. But today, if you see the fastness, the network connectivity, and all, no, we are talking about everything is like a speed and a lot of virus control systems, antivirus programs, and even though something happens to the system or laptop also, we can retrieve the data because of we are having the SharePoint, we are having the cloud technology, and we can store our data in somewhere. Even our laptop is fails due to some problem, we can retrieve the data immediately. Am I correct? So this is the one of the best example of big data and the data analytics. And in that, actually, I can talking about in a different areas, how the big data and data analytics utilize in transportation. So there are different sectors are using in transportation. One thing I'm talking about transport. Best example is actually our Google Maps. Correct? Transportation, because how actually earlier while traveling, no, if you know one place only, otherwise we have to stop. Suppose I want to go to from Rishi College to some Taranaka. I want to go someplace. How to go? And what is the best way to go, which is the best way which is not having the, because if you see that Google Map, everything it is showing, actually the red color is shows that because of congestion of the traffic, and go this way, and diversion actually is telling, and even it is telling about so this is the problem, this area, this road is closed. All is actually even that audio also there. This is the one of the best example how the Google Map is working. It's a big data analytics. No, they have to, but maybe by using the satellites and all, even though they're going to the different places, and they have to take the photographs. And now actually we can see not only this only the route map, and we can see the physical appearance of the buildings and all also. This is the way the big data and data analytics helps in the transportation and all. And coming to the advertisement and marketing, so you know that how the companies are actually sells their products by advertising and marketing. One thing I'm telling, if I'm using the iPhone, if I'm actually searching for, suppose actually like any branded shirt, once I start with searching, automatically without my intervention, it is giving that same shirts advertisements and all in my mobile. So this is the way that AI is actually helping. Even whatever you are searching, it is understands actually I am requiring on these things. So it itself actually giving that advertisements or notifications on those shirts or whatever I am actually searching for, that it is giving the data on this. This is the big data analytics helps in this advertising and marketing. And banking and financial services. I remember actually when I was studying in my engineering or all, I want to pay like some fee to the college and all. I have to go to the bank and they are giving some coin and I have to write up everything in that. Then they will giving this. So lot of procedure. I think people are fed up with this stand on the queues and go to the bank and all. Now, if you see, we have the network managers, they can call us and they can see our entire data and whatever you want to, like, if you want to apply a loan or you want to make some transactions, you want to make some money transfers, everything actually just to open our ID and give the password, everything should be within seconds. Even sometimes any delays happening, no, how actually we are frustrating that, because people are almost, we don't have patience nowadays because of this technology. Every minute counts. So only we can't buy time. So everybody, whatever the positions from prime minister to or any roadside vendor also, everybody is having the same 24 hours. But how properly you're utilizing, how the technology you're utilizing, so that is very much important in this competitive world. So that is one thing I'm talking about. And the government, big data, how the data analytics. I think you know that voter cards, Aadhaar cards, UID numbers, how beautifully they are. Almost, I think 140 crores people, everybody having our unique ID card, that Aadhaar. This is the best technology now we are talking about. So biometrics and how we are utilizing the system, and everybody voter ID changes, and this is the things I think online you can apply. No need to go to the offices and all. So this is also one example. Big data and data analytics helps in government and even media and entertainment. So I think now OTT platforms, and earlier actually we are having the cable connections and all. Now we don't have that actually, because the TVs are connected with our mobile network and we no need to go for the cable connections. So whatever the programs we want to see, we can go and we can see that. And so many OTT platforms like Amazon Prime and Netflix, Hotstar. So there lot of content in the system. So which is useful for us, which is helpful for us, we have to select properly. That is actually important here. I'm talking about maybe in the participants, students, maybe um, uh, maybe fresh faculty people who are there. So technology always available, but which is actually useful and which technology is useful for us, that is the selection itself is very much important. So that is one thing I can talking about big data, how that helps in media and entertainment. And coming to the meteorology, and you even see that a lot of disasters, and even recently we have the heavy rains because we don't know it at the seasonal, there is no seasonal rains and all. So and the like proactively, and they have to announce the things, and they are telling about how the like climatic conditions are happening and across the world. They are giving that immediately, and we have to take care about, suppose heavy rains are there, the people are actually going from that place. So these are a lot of warning signals, everything actually online. So this is very much required. This is also how they are doing this, because they have the past history and all. So they are selecting and they have the analyzing, and they are giving the proper warnings to the people. And this is the way actually that meteorology department using the big data and data analytics. And coming to the healthcare, healthcare is also nowadays playing an important role. And how this big data and data analytics are using, actually we can say that electronic health records. So whatever, if you see some of the corporate hospitals, they are creating our ID, and whatever past history, what are the problems and the diagnosed results and everything, actually they captured in that database. So the data, actually any problem comes in the future or current, so they can actually see our trends, our blood reports, whatever the results, everything. They see the past history, so they can read about patient history, and they can utilize for that the future treatments. So this is the way that the healthcare system strategic planning and research accelerations and telemedicines, even online doctors also now they started this for small diseases. With some other things actually no need to go to them. We can talk about actually some small diseases. This is the way the big data analytics are helping in healthcare sector. And coming to the cyber security, I think that that password management systems, that the historical data analysis, because a lot of cyber security. And even recently, I think we are every day in the paper we are talking about all educated people. I'm talking about especially the hackers. They're attacking on that retired people. So digital arrest and all, that's what I'm telling. No, how the technology actually constructing the world, builds the world. At the same time, the same technology actually sometimes it is actually going towards the destruction side also. So this is the way, as a human is a thinking animal, we have to see how we have to utilize technology in proper way, man. Because so many malicious inside programmers and hackers, they are doing something, and simply they are sending a link. While opening the link, automatically our amount in the bank is debited. So this is the way people are utilizing the technology. This is not the right. Nobody can tell no use technology like this, because we only develop, and at the same time we only destruct. This is not the correct way actually. So as a human being, as a like we the only the thing is differential between animals and human is like a thinking. So we have to properly think, and a positive way we have to go with this technology adoptions and all. This is very much required. And coming to the education, how the big data and the data analytics, and today the customizing the curriculum, I think the way the coordinators Rama and Pravina, and they made it, took the help of Rajasri Garu and Kamasra Garu, they made it a structural way. So they put it, I think there's a lot of hard work, but still they're utilizing the technology and all. So for them actually the technology helps how to make the program, and how to communication they have to circulate to the faculty, and they talk with the speakers, everything online, everything they can share and all. So this is the way in education system also big data and data analytics is actually helping. And they are trying about reducing dropout rates, because they have the data past history, and at the same time actually they have to improving the student outcomes. So this big data and data analytics actually, this is one of the key pillar in the this one industry 4.0. I'm talking about this. I think hope you understand this. So while talking about the any pillar, I'm just actually whatever the theoretical things, and we have to talk about more examples, so that way it helps us actually. Okay. So now we have to go with the second pillar. I think, is it clear? So, Pravina, can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you are talking about the simulation. This is second pillar I'm talking about. Simulation, I think, is first actually this is a small things we can discuss about present day. The design components that manufactured in Industry 4.0, it can be used to simulate a virtual environment of the factory itself with the real-time data and analyze the productivity before change in the factory can be made. So why you have to go to simulation? Actually, we talking about flight simulators. You know that for every pilot training, so that simulation programs are there, because um, so any pilot, the day one he can't go with that flight, no. So there a lot of groundwork is required. So they have to go with the simulators. So they have to see all type of conditions. Maybe it's not only climatic condition. Any problem comes, how to behave and all. So it's a simulation actually. It has to be taken to the real time things, the zone it has to take. So then they have to learn, so then they can apply in the future while really they're going with the flight. So this is the way simulation actually helps as in key pillar in the industry 4.0. In this actually, if you go to the manufacturing industry also, we have 3 robots to solder the PCBs that print circuit boards. With this in mind, our sales team promised to clients that their order will be delivered in 3 weeks. So how we have to make it in 3 weeks. So before that, because now customer is very much important. Once we committed the timelines and delivery commitment and everything, no. So is it really complete in this 3 weeks? How actually we have to do this PCB, that principle, anything, any product, we have to do lot of simulations and real time environment we have to create. So whether which environment or which climatic conditions, we have to make it everything in this. Then we have to start with and go to the reality. So this is the way simulation helps in that so many things. Weather forecasting also, and even car crash simulations. Even Ford and all know what they're doing is they have to make a simulator. So in the accidents, suppose I think we heard that actually the safety bags are not opened. So that's what they are doing is they are creating the car will go to high speed without driver and all, and it actually make a big impact on this. So whether it happens and all, so they have to make simulations how that safety bags are opening, and then actually if they tested everything, then they felt okay, this is working properly, then they implemented, and then it come into the roads. But that's I'm telling, the quality testing and all, sometimes even though they made all the tests, they made all simulation to the reality and all, but still some failures are there. So this is the way the X product and Y product varies. So this is the quality differences. So people should, if you release any market, any product, you have to be tested properly. Then only the customer will go for that product. So this is the way simulation helps in this industry 4.0. This is the second pillar actually we are discussing about. I'm giving some of the examples. I mean, even some emergency like fire attacks. So you have to use the simulators. So how actually recently I read in the paper actually now some of the bigger fire incidents are happening now. Yeah, so these firefighters and all, it's very difficult to control the things now. Actually, some of the things it goes to the steps and they're developed like this. So automatically it will go, even that high temperature also it sustains, and it goes, and actually it make a power jet water system on this fire and all, controls the things. This is the way the technology develops everywhere in every sector. So second we discussed about simulations. Now we have to go with this third one. Now we are talking about horizontal and vertical integrations. What exactly horizontal and vertical integrations? You know that so many market is very dynamic, and every day lot of competitors are coming. So we are talking about today this one model, and even after few days second model is coming up. And today actually the car is having some features. Even second release, second model is having few more releases add on. So every time actually that so many things are evolving, and lot of competition is there. So now we are talking about horizontal and vertical integration. Takes networking among the cyber physical systems and enterprise systems to understand level. Every device and system at the same level of manufacturing in the same facility to the other is connected with each other. So the best example I can talking about, there are things if you see, suppose supermarket, some of the supermarket chains, they are actually merging with the other markets, and they are like making single. This is horizontal integration we're talking about. You know this 21st Century Fox, I think the film making, they are actually merging with the Disneyland people. So these are the we are talking about horizontal integration. So because already one filmmaker is there and Disneyland, both are like a entertainment because both are making this. So they are now actually integrating with each other and making more new things. This is one of the horizontal thing we can take thing. And coming to the vertical. Hello. Yeah. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And coming to the vertical integration. Now, if you talk about vertical integration, we can talk about some of the examples like now we can see Tesla, this car company, now they're merging with this, that producing batteries, because actually this, now we are talking about go green and all. So they are actually merging with that battery maker because that is actually now critical component of this car. Like that, actually, even American Eagle, I think I'm giving some of the examples. They can actually merge with the quiet logistics because of the supply chain. They have to improve this. And IKEA also, they are also merging with so many. Because if you go to the IKEA, there are different products are there. So all are maybe they are not manufacturing. So how they are actually integrating with this so other manufacturers, so they can commit. Like it's like a best example we can talk about. I'm not talking about like industrial 4.0 and all. Now we are talking about Raita Bazaar. It's like a integration, no? So directly the farmers are coming to the market and now they're selling their products. So this is the way we are integrating with each other. So one of the best example is a local example I'm talking about. So this is the way the horizontal and vertical integration helps in this industrial 4.0. This is one of the key pillar in this industry 4.0. Okay. And now we are talking about industrial Internet of Things, IIoT. IIoT is also, I think IoT, people are everywhere talking about. Actually, what exactly the concept of IoT? It's like ecosystem in which all the sensors and the actuators with the ability to function separately and communicate with every other element is called IoT. So I think the best example IoT, we can say that how actually it's helps us Internet of Things, everything actually network based. Even I think you remembered if you go 3 4 years, I think 5 years ago, we are going that credit card or debit card, we have the swiping machine. Now actually without swapping, actually if you have the Wi-Fi, automatically if you put on that card on the top of this, automatically it is actually connecting with this. So this is the how the sensors, Internet of Things, how it is helps, and so many things. No, this is the way actually we are helps us. So why should these components communicate with each other? What actually is need to do so? So because the sensors, it's just like a small, even actually if you see our mobile, it's like a simple device. It's with lighter weight. It's very handy, but entire world operates through the mobile. We are paying our all payments through online through mobile, and we are sometimes reading our PDF formats in mobile, and we are using a lot of apps. Everything you are utilizing this is a small system, but in that chip, whatever that hardware actually that whatever you call a motherboard or whatever maybe they're calling in that mobile, such a small device is having a lot of things which is actually sensing and how the network is operating is like amazing, no? We never think about even I know actually when mobile comes in the I think 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the first mobile like Nokia, actually we are first of all touching that mobile because in the plant head is having one mobile phone because actually the company is giving an emergency. So whenever any emergency utilize, because at the time actually outgoing some 10 rupees or 11 rupees, something is there. So at that time actually while seeing that we thought array about how this very good technology and all. So after that now 5G, we even the itna, whatever the speed you are having also still we are we impatience. We are sometimes small network issue comes, any transaction waits for 2 more minutes, we are actually hopeless. So this is the way industry 4 actually playing with us, and how actually are impacting our day-to-day lives or day-to-day transactions. So everything actually we're depending upon this. So this dependency we have to utilize properly as a human being. That is very much because I'm telling always. So even earlier also I used that reading skills, like writing skills, how important even the technology. So some of the things actually. One more thing is now actually I'm talking about today. I think in the radio they asked about how the financial management we had to make it. After UPI payments, our expenditure actually increases because whatever the transaction, 2000, 3000, 3000. Earlier, actually, if you carry out the money and we'll touch it and we'll count down one by one, 20 notes, 2000 rupees. So we feel that actually we are actually making more money like expenditure. In coming to the online transaction, I think their surveys are telling about people are almost 20 to 30% their excess they are doing because they don't know the feel. Even actually, I'm telling an example. Even I never do online shopping anything because I want to like a feel touch because I am very much nearer to the commercial centers. I can go to the shop and I can take one of the shirt. I can wear it. I can touch it. I can feel it. So this is my because still maybe I'm, but the recent generation I'm talking about my sons are who are there actually they don't want to go to the shop. They want to make everything by online. So they're telling that the return option is there, why you want to go there, a lot of traffic and all. But the people still, the field touch and all, still it is there. That's what I'm telling about. So this is the way industrial Internet of Things. So everywhere I'm talking about these sensors and all, how actually we are talking about things. And that IoT things, how actually are using in industry. Actually, we can talk about fault detection and RFID tags. And earlier, if actually, I can say an example. In our warehouse, we have only maybe 6 meters height. We have some racks, and suppose it is having the 3 4 storage racks are there. What we are doing is heavy items we are putting in the bottom level, and middle level actually medium weight, and high, which is actually heavier weight actually we are putting the down level, and the lighter weight we are putting the top. And if we want to take that carton or anything, so we are using that ladder, and the people can go to that and use it. Now the RFID technology comes, we are using the 28 meters height, 32 meters height warehouses. Now we are using the stackers. So stackers, actually the person is sitting in the warehouse, he can give the programming. Go to the third row and 20th level, there is a one, like everything is RFID. We are giving the number and everything. So go to that automated program. Once we enter it, automated stacker moves on the rail and it goes to that particular position, and it goes to that top level, and it collects that particular material and takes and come down, and it is going to the position where we have to like delivery. So this is the way the technology, that's Internet of Things are helping us. So how to make RFID technology and even GPS. I'm talking about the map that Google Map and all. This is actually the real-time inventory and fleet management. Now we are utilizing like cabs. Earlier, if you want to go to one place to other, very difficult because we had to call the auto and discussing with them and all. Now we are using Uber, we are using other Rapido and Vola. So these are things, no, whatever the places you want to go, and we can immediately select the timing, and even we know where he is there. We can call him, the driver, and so this is the way the Internet of Things are helping people and in different manners and different sectors. So this is actually I'm talking about the fourth key pillar of this fourth industrial revolution, that is industrial Internet of Things. And coming to the fifth one, this is the autonomous robots. I think now already we say how that robots actually amazing changes in the world. So we can say the transfer of raw materials. Already I gave the example of RFID and all. Finished and completed goods in easier and faster and smarter way. So in the warehouse, wherever it is there, whichever height it is there, because there is no manual intervention, no people, there should not be any labor work and all. So simply the stacker can go to that particular place and pick up the things and coming back. This is the way, and they operate based on a complex logic algorithms. But to operate this, we have to write a backend program and all. There is a lot of hard work in there because we have to manufacture the chips, we have to define the program, and we have to test it. We have to properly end to end. We have to see the result. Then only we can release this. So that's why I'm telling about one technology comes, but backend there are people are working on every technology. So these robots catalyze the manufacturing process. We have to speed up. I'm talking about 140 crores plus people in population in the country. if you are utilizing the same old technology and all, nowadays people are talking about 2x, 3x, 5x productivity, because everybody wants food, everybody wants clothes, everybody wants shelter. So, but the same land cultivation. So earlier, actually, 10 bags of rice in 1 acre is very difficult. Now we can produce 20 bags, 30 bags. Maybe we are utilizing fertilizers, we are utilizing chemicals, but still that productivity is required because of population growth, no? Because everybody has to survival in the society. So technology always helps us to sustain in society, that the growth, it has to be useful in every sector. The amount of time that can be gained and the latency that can be cut down is equal to the amount of time taken to program controlled robots. Unlike the conveyor belt, it is portable and its duty can be varied. And in our KCB PCB, and I'm talking about this, one of the examples is a printer control board manufacturing factory. These autonomous robots can be used to remove the PCBs only fully completed to the packaging area. If the manufacturing facility is revamped and the packaging location is changed, just a change of destination in the robot system would suffice to operate normally. It's a simple thing. We can change the design, change the software, so how the robots are working and all, we can do it easily. And we can talk about autonomous drones. I think if you see that actually now drones, how they are helping, even the drones are using go to the critical places and take the photographs. And sometimes actually drones are helping to like use the fertilizers, and even some of the lands actually they have to give the study, and warehouses and transport goods, so many agricultural robots, so many things are coming in this robot technology. And in every sector actually they are also playing very much important role in this. So this is the fifth key pillar we discussed about autonomous robots. Now we are going with the sixth pillar. This is the cloud. Actually, I am talking about earlier. Actually, people are talking about I'm working for UK, so I have to go to 2 to 10. And now, actually, some people are telling about I'm working for USA, so the other timings, and people are going like night shifts. So, so many things. I think we are discussing about. Now, after the cloud came into the picture, cloud integration. So it's a remote system that can be accessed and provided from anywhere using this internet. So anytime we can use this, and there are a lot of cloud services available today, which not notable. I think these are some of the technical terminology. I think I will share this PPT to Praveena or Rama madam, so you can give it to the participants also later. So these are there is IaaS, infrastructure as a service, one thing, and coming to the platform as a service, and sometimes it's a software as a service. So these are the three things actually you are using the cloud. So communicating among machines themselves and between machines and humans are hugely backed by cloud services. So the best example we can take Amazon actually. A consumer gets updated about the whereabouts of his order in real time. So today, one thing, once I do the like selection of material and make the shopping cart ready, and once that order created, we know that every they're updating. So this is already carrying. It is coming within 3 hours. Everything actually minute to minute update. Also, if you want, you can see. So like that, actually, this is the way the cloud helps us in the Industrial 4.0. That's it's one of the best key pillars in this 9. So that's why actually, Amazon, even Flipkart, you see that how big platforms actually they're utilizing actually. How many products, lakhs of products, and they're giving reviews, and we have to select the product. Once we shopping cart, actually we select it, and suppose we can return it, and sometimes that customer support executive, they're helping us. So this much of network round the clock services, because there is a huge technology that back end program and all. If it is very much properly they run it, only then only we can run the show. So this is the cloud is actually one of the best pillar in this 9 pillars of the Industrial 4.0. So now we are going with this seventh pillar, that is cybersecurity in Industry 4.0. And actually, earlier also discussed about cyber security. It's a lot of security is required. Even our company also, every 45 days we have to change our password, our portal password, or even on the Outlook, because that is the password management. So one way we are talking about technology and all, but the same technology actually, that malicious softwares and some hackers, they are doing very bad things, and some people are actually badly affected because of this hacking and all. So that's why cybersecurity is also helps actually very important role. Uh, if you see, people are saying about antivirus is there, and we can change the passwords, and even sometimes actually talking about biometrics, but still some problems are there. So technology always integrating the things, and sometimes actually like developing the things, and sometimes actually it's a destruction also. So cybersecurity, we can talk about firewalls, safeguards like firewalls, antivirus softwares, and the data encryption we are talking about, and the multi-factor authentications we are talking about. So these much of things they are actually developing. That's why actually cybersecurity also plays an important role in this key pillars of the Industry 4.0. So this is where cybersecurity comes into play. Theft and international obliteration can be checked through the same. Integration of the system with the cloud by itself advocates the need by cybersecurity. And even sometimes, we are getting some links. If you are opening the link, we don't know what is happening. And sometimes you are utilizing the apps, and it is asking, allow your contacts, allow your pics. Suppose if you are giving the allow, maybe you don't know where they are exactly using and all. So sometimes we are, because of the time is not sufficient, the technology is very much required, everything should be very happen in very like microseconds, but at the same time, so there is a malicious problem, hackers problems and all. So here the cybersecurity plays an important role. We have to develop this antivirus and firewalls and etc. This is one of the key pillar in this Industry 4.0. And coming to the eighth one, this augmented reality. So AR, they're calling it AR. Augmented reality based systems are storming the technology industry. Few years ago, they found their application only in flight simulators. Today, remote repair instructions can be sent to literally any part of the earth with internal access. I think even Dr. Rajanala Garu also explained about so many things on this augmented reality and how the digital twins are happening. So this is very much helping in Industry 4.0. We had equipment worth of some $1 million needing some form of maintenance. Some of the machines actually coming from like imported, like US or like some other countries. And earlier, what happened? No, one technician has to travel from US to India, and every day actually they are taking more number of dollars because and all. Now, what actually we are out, we even doctorate is also what we are doing. Actually, we have to train our people, and so I run, I maintain, I operate. So earlier, actually, the production operator means only can run the machine. Suppose any problem comes, maintenance person has to come into the plan, that particular plant, and he has to repair. Then again, he's handing over to the operator. Now, what actually we are starting with this? I run, I maintain, I own. So this is the concept we are taking. The same operator can maintain the machine. He can, any breakdown comes, you don't depend upon the person. Similarly, what I'm telling about is AR. So the machine is coming from the other country. So the technician, if you want to call them, and traveling time and all, because any critical, if you know supply chain end to end, it's a automation machine. Suppose stop suddenly, it entire the production actually affects. So immediately you have to attend the breakdown. So in the AR, what we are to doing is actually we call the people, and they are explaining, because nowadays also today our section is actually, we are not physically meeting, but actually we are conducting the section. So like that, actually they are coming to the picture. They are actually explaining, you have to remove this. They're telling each and everything. Any problem comes, so they are seeing that immediately they are giving the solution, how to repair it and all. So this is the AR is actually helping to the people. So this is one of the key pillar also in the Industry 4.0. And coming to this is the last one, additive manufacturing and 3D printing. Companies already using additive manufacturing techniques like 3D printing to make prototypes and proof of concepts. So I'm telling about earlier discussions also, we discussed about so many times is robots and cobots, how they are doing and all. This is one thing, but here actually we are talking about the protocols, proof of concept. Suppose any new product actually comes, so we have to make like a 3D printing. We have to give all the details through that. Actually, then it is preparing itself and give that output. This one. A company named Made in Space has plans to construct satellites in space. This has a lot of. This is one of the examples I'm talking about. So densely packed raw metals can be sent to space where they can be used to construct objects to bigger volume. So because the person who is going to satellite, so they can't take kgs of food. So what they're telling, actually they have to make this a small thing, and once actually they want to utilize it, it should be they can utilize in proper ways. So 3D printed homes, I think recently I heard about this. I think the precasted things, even some of the houses actually they're making in 2 days, 3 days also, because everything is actually ready made. So simply they have to take the all the items and properly they put it in this, and that home or house they can make it in a small time of. And that is also they started. And customized food products now, actually we could simple thing we can say that like ready made upma. I think somehow they started also, just take it that, add some hot water, within 2-3 minutes the upma is ready, like that actually. So everywhere, I'm not talking about food sector, I'm not talking about IT sector, I'm not talking about pharma sector, any sector from in even sector also, there are different divisions like finance and project management, even marketing, advertisement, everybody using these all key pillars what we discussed in this section, all these 9 so they're using properly, and their productivity they are increasing. And you know that a lot of competition in the across the world, even country to country and globally, but still we are surviving means because of this technology. So use properly, and then there should not be any destructional thinking of way. So we have to make constructive thinking, and we have to do this. So that's why actually why do you adopt Industry 4.0? So like it or not, and even we are talking about some of our older people, they you always people are busy, and because they are talking about actually in our era we are like this, we are like this, we are like this. But in this competitive world, maybe it may not be work. Definitely we have to learn what they are telling about, because some of the systems and all, we have to learn from them. And at the same time we have to use this also. So even if you like it or not, but the use of Industry 4.0 is growing rapidly, and your competitors are adopting it. Suppose if you are not adopting, you are not in the race. So that is, I think, you have to learn from this. Not all the 9 technological pillars are required in all industries and fields, but failing to make the most of it makes your competitor stronger. So whatever 9 I'm talking about, IoT or cybersecurity, augmented reality, whatever I discussed of 9 pillars, maybe some of the industries may not require all 9. Depends upon the sector to sector, and which pillar is actually most useful for them. They have to identify. Otherwise, what happen? No, your competitor is always in the race. So because everywhere we are in this society now, everything is a race. We have to be in the first. So for that, actually, we have to utilize whatever technology is actually helping us on. In case we are not utilizing, other one utilize, maybe he can is the number one. So that is why we have to adopt the Industry 4.0. And comments to giants like Amazon, Tesla Motors, Lockheed Martin, Hyundai, and Boeing are busy transiting to the next level, which is Industry 4.0. So this is very much required now. I think if you see, staying stagnant may not just inhibit your success, but kill your business also. It is simple as that: grow or perish. That is your wish. You have to grow. You have to use that proper technology. You have to perish. That is up to you. So that's why I'm telling, in the competitive world, definitely we have to select which is the best technology for your product and how you are very competent in this race. And all the customers look for smarter manufacturing. That is very much required nowadays. Connected supply chain and value-added product and service, which can be easily deliverable through Industry 4.0. It is out of that to be used, so that be the part of Industry 4.0 revolution and become the part of the new era. So these are the 3 points I think what I discussed till now. That's why actually have to adopt Industry 4.0. So the founder and education chairman of World Economic Forum, this Klaus Schwab. So that last sentence, actually, I want to tell about this. In the new world, it is not the big fish eats the small fish. It is that fast fish which eats the slow fish. Correct? So this is the statement is talking about Industry 4.0. Earlier, actually, we are talking about big fish eats the small fish. Now, actually, fast fish. It goes very fast and it catches the slow fish. So this is the simple sentence we have to learn from the Industry 4.0. So I think time is also. So I think I made the slides as per the time given by the Pravina and Rama madam. So this is the topic. I think I covered everything, the key pillars of Industry 4.0. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very much on time, sir.
Yeah.
That's
Because
wonderful
now
session.
we're talking about Industry 4.0. Now, if you are not on the time, I think again people will kill me that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, there is one question, sir,
Tell me.
in the chat box by Sneha Shish Bose. He says that with industrial revolution, jobs are changing. What type of new jobs can we expect to open in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, definitely. Now we are talking about AI. If you see, I think actually when I was joining my engineering, I selected mechanical engineering. At that time, actually, we have only 20 seats in computer science. Only 20 seats. So because at the time that PC very small and we don't know the computer software industry jobs are there or not. So mechanical, electrical, civil is the best like a core department, so we can get the jobs. So that is the when I was joined in '87 in Nagitam. So they started with 20 seats. In today, my sons also are studying in the same college. So they have the 11 sections in the computer science. So 11 into 60, 660 people in 1 year. After that, my first son joined at the time is 11 sections. My second son joined at the time is 18 sections. So like that, everybody is actually going for this computer science and all. Even because I'm giving the live examples. My nephew actually studied mechanical engineering, but now he's working with the software industry. So everybody wants to go with the software industry because they're earning more and it's like white collar jobs and all that. Now, I think the question is actually very much like this. So this is the way the thinking levels are changing and the way actually we have now in the computer science also now they started with computers with AI, computers with the machine learning. In the same computer science branch, they are adding on 2-3 things to that. So this is the way. But one thing I'm telling this, that's I'm telling, no, these are the myth actually people are having that because of this industrial 4.0, the jobs are not having, and which actually we have to learn and all. Definitely, you have to learn new technologies, new software. So if you are into IT, definitely, if you say earlier, actually talking about simple C, now they're talking about Python, now they're talking about Java, now they're talking about data science. So that every day the different technologies concepts are increasing. So you have to be ready to adopt the things which are then only we can survive in the market. Otherwise, very difficult. That is the only thing I'm telling about that. If you learn today, 5 to 10 years, there is no. I'm telling about today, you have to learn AI and machine learning, and you can survive for 10 years. I can't say. After 2 years, AI and ML also is coming down. Maybe new technology comes. So we have to. That's why I'm telling the people should have reading skills, writing skills, which are helping them that what is actually they want to learn. So today I'm telling that somebody is asking about what 5 to 10 years. Yeah, definitely you have to learn AI and other things. And you can also take the core subjects also, mechanical, civil, and also in that also you can use this because robotics and all, even though the back-end software program is there, but the front end we have to manufacturing the tools, the hand movements and everything is mechanical. So like that, even civil also we can see now we are talking about 60, 40. If you go to Kokapet and Financial District, that high-rise buildings, lot of civil also they are using the CAD and 3D modeling. So there also different technology they are using. Earlier actually the slab issues make it the 1 month we have to cure it water and all. And if you see today that 30, 40 slabs they are making in 1 year. So this is the technology in the civil department also. So what I meant to say, who are there in whichever department is there, or mechanical or electrical or computer science. So you have to be ready to learn the new things. Then only we can survive in this. Yeah, I think hope this answer maybe I think suffice.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
sir, you're very right, sir. Everyone has to get adapted to the changing things.
The change is inevitable. You have to adopt.
True, sir. Thank you so much.
Change also continues. Yeah.
Yes, sir. May I now request Shiva Lakshmi ma'am to propose vote of thanks for this session?
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
first of all, I want once again thanks to Madam Rajasri Madam and Rama Garu and you and Kamasrao Garu. And really it's a good program FDP. And yeah, so all the
Thank you,
best for
sir.
the coming days also. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Pravina ma'am. Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks for today's session. I, Siva Lakshmi, Assistant Professor from Department of Business Management from Rishi UBR Women's College. I would like to thank to the management for providing this wonderful session to all the participants. And I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our respected Sir Dr. Sai Nandishwar Sir for taking the time to share their knowledge and experience with us today. The session has been highly informative and has provided with valuable insights about key pillars of Industry 4.0. And they are given the good examples on 9 pillars of Industry 4.0, which and apply in our personal and professional growth. I would also thank to the management, and also I would like to thank Rama ma'am and Pravina ma'am and Kameshwar Rao sir. And I also thank to the technical team, Azhar sir and Ramakrishna sir, and I also thank to all the participants for their active involvement and for making this event a success. Your enthusiasm and attention are truly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Truly, sir, Sai Nandishwar sir, anytime we request you to take a session for our students or to be a part of this wonderful FDP also, you were so humble and you have accepted our invite.
Thank you.
Personal thanks from my side and on behalf of the institution, sir. It was a great learning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you all the participants. I think hope you are enjoying the section. And have any questions, maybe send to Ramagaru or Pravina, definitely.
Sure,
So
sure.
will be in touch with me. And if you want presentation also, I can share Pravina. You can share.
Sure, sir. You please do share with us, sir. We will share it.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks all the participants for your great listening. And tomorrow we would be starting the session again at 1 o'clock. From tomorrow onwards, the sessions would be from 1 to 4 p.m. As we had inaugural today, we had to extend it to another half an hour. So further any other communication is there, we would be sending it through the WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.